What it is, guys? What it is, guys? It's your boy Blasphemous HD. And today we are here to check out a ton of scary clips that you guys have sent me in the Discord of the DMs. You guys will let me know that Nukes actually just dropped a brand new, well, no, it was Fearsome Top 5 that just dropped a brand new video. Yeah, I mean, you guys hit me up about that mug, and we're here to check that mug out. Yo, what's up, Rachel Bateman? What's up, The Real Chima? What's up, y'all? All right, we pulling up the chat. All right, so, yo, sit back, relax, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this.
Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Prepare to dive into 8 scary ghost videos.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Hope you guys are having a good day, yo.
One day back in 2019, as it was nearing dusk, a woman headed outside to feed her chickens. After tossing down their food, she stood in place, admiring the view of the sunset. But as she scanned the tree line, something in the distance caught her eye. The hair on the back of her neck stood up.
Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm bringing up the chat right now.
Something was standing between the trees. She could only describe it as part of...
All right, y'all, so type a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear the audio. Type a 2 in the chat if the audio is bad and we got to adjust some stuff. Hey, what's up, The Real Chima?
Resembling a man.
Yo, what's up, Rachel Bateman?
Having
Yo, what's up, Devontae Edwards? What's up, Low Key?
For 3 months following this encounter,
been watching you since a kid. That's what's up. Appreciate the compliment, yo.
Peripheral vision. But
hey, what's up, Rachel? What's up, Elizabeth?
Vanished completely.
Yeah.
One night while she was home
hey,
alone,
what's up, Samurai Gaming?
Videos on Snapchat.
I'm doing my homework. Yeah.
Something unnerving appeared.
Hey, what's up, Saisha? Y'all, I'm doing good. Hope y'all doing good as well. Yeah. Ooh. Did we see? Yeah, I kind of saw that. I saw that.
As she zoomed the camera out, something can be seen walking behind her. What looked like the head of a figure moved towards the right, quickly going out of view. Her eyes widened as she immediately noticed it, bringing back memories of the figure she used to see. At the time, she was sitting in a loft with her legs crossed.
Yo, I hope you're doing good too.
The possibility of
Saisha Stewart.
her leg. But if it's not, then what the hell is that? Number 2. A Reddit user called Tunisian Boxcar posted a video to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit of something that gave them chills. While out of town one night, they were surprised to receive a notification from the Ring camera on their back door. Thinking it was nothing, they casually checked the footage, only for their eyes to widen at what they saw.
Oh, I bet. I mean, that could just be a homeless tall lady in a gown. She didn't get transparent till the end. No, that's totally a regular
Around
people.
8 p.m., the Ring camera captured a ghostly white silhouette walking through the yard. This unknown figure staggered past the camera, soon fading into the darkness of the night. While it does seem more likely that this was a living person,
yeah, see, that's totally normal stuff.
The thought of an unknown stranger lurking outside after dark might be even more unsettling.
Appreciate the compliment. That's what's up, Elizabeth.
Number 3. The Randonautica app became popular as it allowed users to generate random coordinates near their location to explore. While the basic idea behind the app was to encourage people to go out and adventure, many users began to report strange coincidences and eerie experiences once they arrived.
Yeah, I don't trust them eerie experiences.
A TikTok user named Julia
never trust the eerie
experiences.
experiences.
Once the sun went down, they received their coordinates and hopped in the car to head to their random destination.
Yo, what'd you guys eat today?
But as they approached, something truly terrifying
you know what I mean?
It's up here. It's like over
this couldn't be too bad. You know what I mean? They're gonna be alright.
What? Let's see.
Ooh. Yep. I wouldn't be driving by no cemetery. Oh shit. That might have just been a dude in a mask.
Oh my god. Go.
That might have been a dude in a
Down an
mask.
empty road, they spotted a figure dressed in black standing in the distance. And as they got closer, this unsettling figure suddenly lunged towards the car. Everyone inside screamed in fear, as they definitely did
Hey,
not
what's up,
expect that
Jonathan
to
the Gamer?
happen. If we slow
Yo,
down the
it's good to
footage,
see you,
we
my
can see
guy.
that this unknown figure was wearing a metallic
Yeah.
mask, clearly
Nah,
as a
you
way
good,
to
Sarah?
hide their identity. But was this chilling encounter actually related to the random coordinates
Yeah.
generated by the app? And more importantly, why didn't Julia just run this freak over? Number 4.
Hope you had a good day
8
today,
years
John.
ago, a rehab nurse named Shelby experienced something she would never
Yeah, I was
forget.
running errands all day.
One night at the
Yeah, I'm
hospital,
saying.
one of her patients
So,
sadly
yeah.
passed away.
do my
Shelby,
stream a
along
little
with
bit
other staff, carefully
later on,
prepared
later
the
than
body
usual
for the
today.
family's final visit
Tomorrow
before
we
it was taken
back
away.
to my
The
regular
hallway
scheduled
outside the room was
programming.
eerily silent, and no one was around. And later into the night, as Shelby
See, that's a
sat at her
nice looking
desk,
hospital.
The call light from that very room
I would totally
suddenly
rob their
turned on.
phones. I
A
mean,
chill ran
borrow
down her spine, but she
their
walked to the room
phones.
to turn it off. The call button was still hanging on the wall, right beside the woman's body. Returning to her station, she barely had time to process what had happened before the call light turned on again.
What?
Instead
Who
of
called
looking
her?
back, she chose to answer it from the phone at her desk.
Okay.
But when she picked up, she wasn't prepared for what she heard on the other end.
Ooh. Was it Eddie Murphy ordering DoorDash? Like, is that what she wasn't prepared to hear? In my mind, I'm imagining the Five Nights at Freddy's ad-libs for when hello. Yeah, I mean, the guy explains about how you're working there for $2 a night, and you're more than likely not going to make it through to the morning somehow. Don't know how anyone stayed at that job for longer than 10 minutes. Yo, W's in the chat for Jonathan the Gamer.
Coming
just
from the
super
speaker was
chatted.
an unsettling
He
voice,
just super
which
chatted,
instantly
baby,
sent
straight to the
chills
Cash
across
App.
Shelby's body. She
W
leaned
in
in
the
to listen
chat
closely, but
for Jonathan the
unfortunately couldn't
Gamer.
quite make out what this voice
Yo,
was saying. While this
stream
was
started
happening,
about
no
2
one was
minutes
near
ago,
the
Sarah.
room. The
Yeah,
TV was
Sarah, girl, you
off,
on
and the door
time.
was closed.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Hey, yo,
whoever
John,
or
what game you?
whatever
All
this
right, hold
voice
on, I'm gonna
belongs
check the
to
cash app.
remains a mystery.
Yo, W's in the chat
Number
for Jonathan the
5.
Gamer, yo.
After stumbling across an old video he thought got deleted, a man named Alex turned to the Paranormal Encounters
Ghostface
subreddit
intro,
to get some
Mortal
opinions.
Kombat.
While working in an old
Yeah, man. Bro, starting off the stream right today, man. We was cooking. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah. Ghostface intro. Yeah. Mortal Kombat. That's what's up. Mortal Kombat 1. Oh, my bad. I put Mortal Kombat 11. Oh, I didn't know they had Ghostface in Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Imitation.
That's what's up. Let's do this. What it is, guys? It's your boy Blasphemous HD, and today we are here to check out Mortal Kombat 1 Ghostface. We would say killer, but that's a member of the Wu-Tang Clan. All intros for Mortal Kombat 1. You know what I'm saying? Now, I didn't even know they had Ghostface in Mortal Kombat 1. This is brought to you by none other than Jonathan the Gamer. Let's do this.
Imitation is the best form of flattery. It's also the deadliest. Which one of us
That's
are
what's
you?
up.
You'll have to kill me to find out.
We got split something.
What's your favorite scary movie? Stab. What else?
My favorite
That
scary movie.
You, Billy? Of course it is, Stu. A Superman goes fascist. Now that's a scary movie.
Too bad you won't live to see it.
Pathetic. I'll kill you in seconds. Go ahead. The sequel's already greenlit. I'm gonna rip you up from the inside out.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'm gonna enjoy every moment of tearing you apart.
You auditioning to wear this mask next?
This timeline will be freed of your evil.
Nobody's canceling me.
Sorry.
I
Yo.
love I can.
Hey, what's up, the real Chima? Yo, Sarah says that's what's up that you got more temporary tattoos. Yo. What did you get your temporary tattoos of? And what, you know what I mean? I was about to say, what was the meaning, you know what I mean, like of each tattoo? Mine was anime. Yo, the real Chima says, yo, you know who else they have? T-1000 and Conan the Barbarian. Let's say Kanan the Barbarian. Oh boy, sounds like a black dude. Hey, what's up, Saisha? Yo, what's up, Samurai Gaming? Hey.
Kill you again and again.
You will not succeed even once.
I'll rip you apart at those seams.
That which Liu Kang has joined will not be torn asunder.
That makes sense.
What in your past led you to this?
Want an origin story? I've got tons of them.
You wear a mask.
Sounds like
'cause you're
something I'd
butt
say.
ugly?
Because death's scarier when it's faceless.
This cloak and dagger act is bullshit.
Looks like I struck a nerve.
Oh.
I'm gonna carve the meat.
Did he say look like I struck a nerd?
Looks like I struck a nerve. I'm gonna
Definitely,
carve the
definitely
meat off your
insulting
bones.
intelligent people there.
Not if all you got is a knife.
I
Looks
can't
like I
wait to
struck a
hear you
nerve.
beg for death.
Like I give you the pleasure, fucknut.
Oh.
Nice suit. So many exposed places to stab.
Don't
Oh.
get much oxygen in that mask, do you?
That was a good
What's your
comeback.
plan? Trick or treating?
Carving that stupid mustache off your smug face.
Takes more than a mask and a knife to scare me.
Really? They worked on your wife.
Did it?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Fuck
Lights out?
movies. Nothing beats a good book.
Okay.
Damn. That was a good comeback.
Cut every artery, snip every vein.
That's
Please,
racist.
Stop. You try way too hard.
That was a good
You're
comeback.
more evil than the Netherrealm's demons.
I'm glad someone noticed.
Dang, this is
There's
good.
something to be said for a faceless killer.
Yeah, be afraid. Be very afraid.
That's a good comeback.
Do you have a favorite scary movie?
I don't know what a movie is.
I wasn't supposed to laugh at that, but that was funny. Somebody asked you, do you have a favorite scary movie? And then you reply, I don't know what a movie is. Hey, what's up, Caden? Bro, that's funny. These are good.
I'll be the last person you see.
Even if you kill me, I'll be back for the sequel.
If I'm a monster, then you're one too.
Do you hear me arguing? My knife is sharper than your fangs.
Too bad it won't be enough.
All right, so when we reach 10 super chats in total, 9 more, because Jonathan the Gamer already hooked us up in the beginning, we will immediately move to our scary gaming portion of the evening. Now, type of 1, if you guys would like to see me attempt to beat the Joy of Creation Reborn again. Type of 2, if you would like to see me finish and hopefully attempt to beat Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Type of 3, if you would like to see me attempt to beat Five Nights at Freddy's Sister's Location. Type of 4, if you would like to see me attempt to finally beat One Night at Flumpty's. More at 11.
I'm gonna cover this place with your blood.
The blood spilled today won't be mine.
Hey, what's up, the Furious AI?
You give chaos
Furious
a
AJ?
bad name. And you don't? You've killed thousands. You like chaos? I love chaos.
Hi, Caden. That's what's up.
Isn't the same. If you're not gonna help,
Hey, appreciate the compliment, Caden.
a preposterous threat. My crusade has no use for you. Did I say I wanted in on it? It's your turn to be scared. Why? I'm the monster here. I'll break
Hey, he
off
makes a good
those
point.
teeth and stab you with them. Only if you survive my blades. You look like you enjoy carnage too. Not at all, you freak.
Oh,
Tear that mask.
called homie a
to
freak.
shreds. That's the spirit, Baraka.
I don't fear you. I scorn you.
Talk about lethal mistakes. Your friend in red is having a real bad day.
Should she be harmed, you are a dead man.
You died once. Wanna do it again?
If needed to kill you, yes. Leave before you die, clown.
Clown? I don't think so.
You are an obscene creature.
The most obscene. Love the accent. Does it come through when you scream?
You will never know.
You're dead already. You just don't know it.
Hardly, you ludicrous imp. I will sleep better when you are dead.
No, you
Is that
won't.
Cyrax?
I'll haunt your dreams.
Impossible.
Your soul is depraved.
You assume I have one.
Who is it behind that mask?
The secret's killing you, isn't it?
Your soul is depraved.
You assume I have one.
That's Ermac.
Now, what will it take to butcher you?
You do not have the power.
I'm gonna smear your blood over my every pore.
Not in this life, cretin.
Hey, what's up, On One Buka? Yo, nice to meet you, bro.
You
Hey, what's up, Hung Hyung? Hung Huang?
That's the guy.
Yo, what's up, Mary Ellis? Good to see you up in the chat, yo.
Your sister?
Hey, what's up, Winner?
You both.
Not so long as she and I fight together.
Your death'll make your mother
Dollar
seem
Store Darth
peaceful.
Vader. That's a good one.
I will kill you for your disrespect.
It's not every day I kill a princess.
It won't be this day either. What do you hope to gain from this?
Your teeth. Gonna make a necklace of them.
Yeah, that's
How
hilarious.
did you get past Tanya?
It was death by 1,000 cuts.
All 1,000 of them?
Women make the
That's
best
a lot of cuts.
victims.
By August, you will have no more.
What month is it now?
Pray, now's the time.
Guide my hand, blessed Delia, as I smite this monstrosity.
Smite is a
Believe
strong
you
word.
infiltrated the palace.
What's wrong? Afraid of a little jump scare?
Mansion.
Who are you?
Someone who knows your little secret.
I hate wasting time with amateurs.
Amateur?
How are all the
I'm a
cyborg
natural-born
winning?
Killer.
I swear to God,
Your
Sector
lady
was a
friend in
dude.
yellow isn't feeling too hot.
I don't care about her, just her armor.
I'm gonna crack you open like a crab.
Ha! You are incapable of it. Without surprise, you've no tactical advantage.
Don't I? This story's plot is
I have played Poppy's Playtime
twisting.
Caden.
You've never seen a scary movie?
Yes, sir. That princess is low-key a bit of a badass.
I'll start with your fingers, then your toes.
I get the picture. Let's go. A mask and a cloak? Don't scare me.
How about the knife? It's gonna rip through your flesh.
You're not evil. You're crazy.
I'm the best of both.
I could find use for your particular skills.
Not a chance. I'm a heavy, not a henchman.
For a price, I could enhance your expertise.
No thanks. I cut people, not deals.
Hmm?
You wanna see magic?
Try to treat him like
I'm
a
wizard
shady
with a
car
knife.
dealership
A boast more
manager.
pathetic than intimidating.
This'll end when I harvest your heart.
Sorry, my friend. I have none.
Shaky.
Nickel for everybody I've killed.
More blood has stained my blade than yours.
Nah.
You are a warrior? Ridiculous.
A warrior? I'm a raving psychotic. Those horns are gonna be a hell of a trophy.
Fool. You think you'll win? I will crush
Shaky.
you like the bug you are.
I'll survive. I always do.
Whatever your story is, it ends here.
No, not
I've
yet.
used to play.
We're only in the first reel.
Hey.
Just what
What's up,
will
Mr. Pickles?
happen
Oh,
to your
what's up, the Masked King Shaggy
If they come
Rogers?
to any harm, I will ravage you. To say that
Oh.
you are warped and wicked.
Ravage him.
Makes me all warm and fuzzy.
She's into domestic violence?
I hear you've got quite a scream.
I will be glad to let you hear it.
I like it.
I have never come across evil like yours.
She looks like a Star Trek character.
You are so loathsome, so sickening.
What a nice thing to say. The things I'll do to your corpse.
By Datusha, your mind is sick.
If anyone can scare a demon, I can.
Then no one can.
Oh.
That costume is silly, not scary.
It's about to be drenched in your blood.
You went after Madame Beau.
And thanks to you, the old bitch got away. Name the killer in Friday the 13th.
Huh. I know nothing of film trivia.
How about I carve that smirk off your face?
Many have tried. All have died.
You're nuttier than a Granny Carlton fruitcake.
I prefer the term psychotic.
I wonder how long it took them to craft these lines for MK1, bro, because these are like a crowd. You know what I mean? Like,
Poor Christina. I'm afraid she's out.
I forgot that I like Mortal Kombat as much as I do.
Here's Johnny. Finally, someone gets the game I'm playing. Do you like scary movies?
You kidding? Murder Hornets paid for my mansion.
What is a murder hornet?
Every artery, snip every vein.
Sindel is hot.
Oh wait,
Understandable.
You're serious?
Understandable
Usually I
indeed, the
believe
Masked
in
King
people,
Shaggy Rogers.
but you-
She does have a good-looking mask.
You're about as
Does
stuck
that
as
guy
they
in a
come,
big
Dylan.
hat
Now don't talk like
know what a
that.
movie is?
Give me a chance.
I don't know if he does.
I'll cut through your neck until I feel bone.
There's little chance of that happening.
Ah, that is possible.
Yours is a particular kind of evil.
Why do you think I'm so popular?
Ooh.
I will drown you in your own blood.
Quit stealing my lines.
Sector.
I'm gonna jam your staff so far up.
Enough with your drizzle of drivel.
Oh, the
They're
drizzle.
gonna find pieces of you all over Outworld.
A trifling threat against a high mage.
Aren't you lucky? You're first on my kill list.
No one on it is going to die.
Ooh.
When your brother finds your bloated carcass.
You will not get the best of me.
Hey, Jonathan the Gamer, how did you find these videos?
many have you
Because these are, I like
You know
these.
what?
These are awesome.
I've lost count.
These remind me of all the Mortal Kombat games I play.
Scary
You
movies
know what I'm
that
saying?
make you a
Like,
psycho.
these
Movies
are my
don't
childhood.
Make psychos. They make psychos more creative.
Ooh.
Your youthful wart doesn't scare easily.
Which is why Hanzo is Shirai Ryu.
I'll see him.
There's no honor in slaughter.
Honor?
Hey,
Who
Jack
gives a
Avery, what's
fuck
up,
about
bros?
honor?
Hey, man. It's good to see you, Jack
For
Avery.
your actions.
If I do, you'll burn right along with me.
Oh.
I like your pretty friend, Harumi.
Come at her, and she will scorch you.
I've dissected reptiles before.
On behalf of them, I shall return the favor.
That's a good comeback.
I bet there's a hot market for Zaterran leather.
Your knife won't even touch my skin.
Nah, shaky.
Academy.
It's
Shaky.
impossible for you to horrify me.
Now don't talk like that. Give me a chance.
Shaky.
What you've done should shame you.
You're right. Because I haven't done enough.
That's a good one.
I thought we'd finish this game.
Lucky for you, there's a bonus round.
That anyone could be so cold-hearted.
Are you really one to be throwing stones?
That's a good one.
Time to put you on a slab.
Like you could overcome a Lin Kuei.
Does your blood run cold? Let's find out.
You will learn nothing today.
I will figure out who you are.
That's the least interesting thing about me.
That's what's up, Jonathan the Gamer. Yeah, yeah.
You've taken.
I haven't yet. Why start now? One more cup for my killography.
You won't even come close.
Got time for a little hack and slash?
If that's what it takes to get rid of you.
Your bloodshed stops here.
What are you? The Tokyo Gore Police?
Even the Yakuza's killers aren't as twisted as you.
Maybe they should try harder. I'll cut through your neck until I feel bone.
How can anyone's mind be that sick?
I mean,
just because you're blind doesn't mean I won't kill you.
Just because I'm blind doesn't mean you can.
I'll give him that one. That was a good one.
Of all the enemies I've faced.
Who needs a knife? I'm already under your skin.
Damn, that was a good one. It was a really good
Be
one.
controlled. You'll be killed.
Go ahead, soldier. Give it your best shot. This won't be war. This'll be murder.
I hope you're ready to play victim.
Fire temple.
Your best men weren't good enough.
How did you kill them all?
Oh.
I can't wait to meet your sister.
You will get nowhere near her.
Laboratory.
Your hometown is ripe for the picking.
I won't let you terrorize it.
Fortress.
You leave me no choice but to harm you.
You can try to, farm boy.
Mansion.
You make havoc seem almost rational.
You think that's an insult? It's not.
Sector.
This is gonna be my most epic kill ever.
It is doubtful you can best a god.
Big Forest.
So what, you're a god? I'm a monster.
And one who must be slain.
Academy.
Have there been other...
The one I liked so far was the one about his sister, where he's like, because I thought of a really good comeback that I might want to voice over into there. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, you know, I can't wait to get near your sister. And then if his opponent would have been like, hey, look, the only person that's going to have sex with my sister is going to be me. You know what I mean? Like, if anybody's going to bone my sister, it's going to be me. Like, that shit would be funny. You know? Awkward, but funny awkward.
Others like you?
At least 6 by my count.
Your violence serves no purpose.
If you could see my smile, you'd know that's bullshit.
That was a good one of Jonathan the Gamer. Yeah. The king did not know that Raiden had a sister. I did not know that Raiden had a sister either. This is information that we must dive for information onto. Most definitely.
An old warehouse that was built in the 60s, he would often notice strange things happening around him, along with a haunting feeling of an unwanted presence lurking nearby. One day while no one was around, the security camera in the warehouse caught proof of
There's
what
a
he'd
such
been
thing as a
experiencing.
murder hornet, Rachel? That's terrible news. Yo, where are murder hornets? And how can I stay away from those places? I mean, at least the ghost is polite. That's nice of him. Closing the door for him and whatnot.
Behind the door, a faint shadow came into view, then quickly darted to the right, then back towards the door. And as it got closer, the door suddenly closed. If we scrub back and forth through the video, the movement of this unnerving shadow becomes a lot more clear. But what doesn't make sense is what caused this door to close. According to Alex, this is a very old heavy door that requires some force to close it. And while trying to debunk this, he was never successful at getting it to close on its own. As creepy as this video is just even more proof that ghosts really need to get some new hobbies. Number 6.
All right, you guys, what game did you guys pick? What game was number 2 that you guys picked for me to play once we reach the Super Chat milestone?
The historic Andrew Jackson Hotel in New Orleans has a rich and eerie history dating back to the 1800s. It was originally the location of a boarding school for boys, but in 1794, a devastating fire swept through the building, engulfing the hotel in flames. According to legend, several young boys perished in the fire, and their spirits are said to linger inside. With his sights set on the hotel, paranormal investigator Connor Blaine set out to New Orleans to stay for the night. With his clairvoyant friend Shay, the two journeyed up to their room, and incredibly, the activity immediately started.
Well,
Well, that looks like a really fancy hotel room.
Honestly, we haven't been in here really with the lights off.
With the lights off, it's so much.
Is that Nintendo Switch?
Okay, so should
I
we
like
talk
that.
about some of the history now that we're in here?
Of course.
In the room?
Yes.
So should we talk about some of the history now that we're in here?
Of course.
So should we talk about some of the history now that we're in here?
Of course.
In the room?
After taking a look around the room, the two decided to venture down to the courtyard.
I think a good way to show you around the first hotel is to walk around with the obelisk. Basically, it reads environmental data. In theory, spirits can manipulate what the box is saying to communicate with us. I say we walk around the hotel because the courtyard here is kind of sick. I want y'all to see it.
Are you serious, The Masked King Shaggy Rogers?
This looks though.
Remember when you played the first Evil Within? I do.
Kind of vibing.
Oh my
I'm waiting
god.
for these women to go away. What is going on over here? There's like an
We got a lot.
altercation.
A giant poisonous wasp.
Temperature.
Oh no.
Like fire.
Temperature and then blaze.
Wait, oh.
Temperature and blaze back to back, and this place is known of burning down.
I do
That's
remember
why
when
it's
I
so
played the
haunted,
first
because the children died.
Evil Within.
We just started the investigation.
Terrifying.
Guys. We already have blaze. Also want everyone to know this can spit out like any word, and it's saying that in this location. That's why we look at this as paranormal or weird.
The word blaze coming through the obelisk is an incredibly eerie coincidence, considering the building previously burned down. While in the courtyard, they...
I would like Homelander. Wait, no. Peacemaker. Or Peacemaker and Homelander. Definitely one of them. I would definitely Peacemaker. Yeah, Peacemaker's hilarious to me.
noticed a small
Hey,
room
what's up,
tucked
Apex?
off to the side. They decided to step inside and attempt to communicate with any lingering spirits.
I have flashlights. Let's see if they go off in there. Let's just try and run 5-10 minutes.
Saw somebody.
5-10 minutes. Oh my god.
All right, you guys. 9 more super chats, and we
So
reached the
we
super
don't
chat
fast.
milestone.
Okay, keep it there. I'm gonna try this real quick,
We
guys. I don't
will
know if we're supposed to be in there.
immediately jump into.
All right, is the spirit last year that communicated with me here right now? You probably have no idea who I am.
All right, so which game did we pick? What was number 2, guys?
In this room with us right now, can you please turn one of these flashlights off? I don't have much time to communicate with you. I'm trying to show the world that you guys are here and you exist. Let's make this more specific so you can show that better. Can you turn the bottom one off?
I just heard somebody. I just heard a man.
You heard a man?
Yeah.
Did you see how quick that just happened?
Yeah, no, I just heard a man. There's a man. Oh, I have children. There's a man.
What do you sense in here? I have children.
There is a heavy energy.
Spirits in here. I mean this in all respect, by the way. Please, we're not making a fool of you. I just want you to manifest as strong and quickly as you can, so we can show the world that you're real.
Yo, what up, Video Reels?
And I hope you will interact the same way. Is that yes or no? What?
Yo, that's cool, Jonathan the Gamer.
I'm getting cold too.
I like that tomorrow
It's really warm.
you might have another one longer,
This is
but
where
a
I was
different
saying
character
stuff
for
started
me.
going on.
That's
I don't
what's
think
up.
the spirit's associated with the boys that are here. Like, I think that...
They're complete.
Yeah, I think they're completely different.
Is that true? Can you turn the top flashlight on too for confirmation? Yeah, wait, it's on. I was looking at you.
Yeah, it's a different spirit. Oh, that door just...
Wasn't it Joy? You mean Joy of
me.
Creations?
I wish
It might have been.
Because there's something standing behind.
What, the K2? Yeah. Someone's standing behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you turn that flashlight off if that's true? Is there something standing behind her? Is it a good spirit or whatever energy?
Mm-hmm, standing right behind me.
Turn that flashlight back on if it's a good energy.
Yo, what's up, Alexis Corral? We are watching scary clips.
I heard something. Turn the bottom flashlight on if it's
Once
a
we reach
bad
10
energy,
super chats
a
or
bad
9
spirit.
more super chats, we will immediately be playing scary games.
Okay, well, do you want to come over here? Does that make you feel more comfortable? Cool.
If you don't want us in here any longer, turn off the bottom flashlight. And we'll leave.
That was immediate.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, we'll leave.
Sit.
The flashlights chillingly flickered on and off in response to their questions. Connor and Shay headed back to their room, bringing out new devices to communicate with the spirits.
See if anything comes through.
Oh, damn, that's good.
Again, all spirits in here or in any part of the hotel, feel free to come in and touch any of these devices. It's going to help us know you're there. We just want to have a conversation with you. We want to know if there are spirits in this building. We have completely came here to spend the night to see if that is the case, so you would really be helping us out. We
Completely.
want to know if this is a haunted hotel. A lot of people claim it is, but we gotta see stuff to believe it. Hopefully you understand that. I'm closer. Can you tell us your name? We're looking for an Armand, guys. I'm dead.
Dead.
That sounded like
That's
a
not kid. Yeah.
I'm dead.
Quite possibly the Mr. Pickles alt. I gotta see a picture of what it looks like. You know what I'm saying?
I'm dead.
Dead.
That sounded
That's
like
not kid.
With a childlike voice coming through the static saying I'm dead, they knew in that moment that they were not alone. They continued asking questions when another faint child's voice was
Have
called.
I ever been
I
haunted?
think I said this earlier.
I've lived in a
History,
haunted
but
house,
supposedly TV's turned
but I've
on
never
and
been
off
haunted.
here. That'd be crazy if in the middle of the night just... Can you turn that TV on?
With 2 instances of childlike voices being heard, the rumors of children's spirits roaming the hotel are starting to sound real. To switch things up, Shay sat on the bed surrounded by an EMF tripwire. They planned to play a game with any ghostly children that might be close by. But before they got a chance to start, things took a chilling turn.
What's your device says is one word though?
Alice box?
Yeah.
What, you want to see if it matches?
They want
Look at everything. The whole bed just lit up. Oh my, that was every single one.
There's something right here with me. There's something right here with me.
Here, hold this. Can you guys do that again?
Watch as light anomalies then manifest behind Shia. Never met a Shia before.
Wait,
Can you?
Shay,
Yeah.
hold on. Is that my camera light?
Did you just see that?
Yeah.
Something.
You saw it?
I saw it too. Something literally just.
Something literally
Oh
just...
my god! It's going.
None?
This went right.
Shay, I might have just saw an apparition behind you.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. That's what I was freaking out
Oh,
about.
Connor, look at this.
Wait.
Look at this. Something is on this bed with me. I feel it. I'm like shaking right now.
Wait, that's where I saw the apparition.
Hey,
right
what's
where
up,
you're standing.
Jason
Did it go
Wyndham?
this way by chance?
It moved.
Jason
It
Wyndham?
moved from side to side.
Over here.
Yo, hope you're having a good day, man. What's up?
I just saw an apparition behind you. I just saw an apparition behind you. I just saw an apparition behind you. Why is it glued? Wait, let me hold it. Can you pass that to me?
There's energy.
Hey, what's up, TJ Lee
Why is it
ML?
non-stop? Hold on.
I don't do scary shit. I get scared
It's
easily.
zero over here.
Understandable,
It's zero
Circus.
over here. What?
YT.
It's not broken.
There's nothing wrong with being scared.
What is
I'm
going
scared.
on? Oh my god.
Because as you said, you saw something. I saw something.
I saw something move behind you, like slowly to the side.
Another faint ghostly voice and a small anomaly were caught, making it clear that something was in the room with them. From the handful of EVPs that came through, along with the other strange experiences they had, it's safe to say that something paranormal is definitely lingering inside the Andrew Jackson Hotel. Number 7. A TikTok user called Coco Songs posted a peculiar video that caught the attention of over 3 million people. On March 17th, around 10 p.m. in Daytona, Florida, witnesses observed large orbs of light above the ocean, with some accounts suggesting these lights emerged from the water before hovering above it. Well, Coco just so happened to be in the perfect place to get a clear view of these otherworldly lights.
Planes don't fly that close. Look. Oh my god. What the? What is it doing? Oh, I can't do it.
It's flying around. There's 2 lines now.
Oh, it's flying around it. It's flying around it.
There's 2 lines now.
They're like birds made, hummingbirds made out of light.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me get off here.
My heart coming out my chest right now, bro. Look, my heart coming out my chest right now.
I could see that being scary.
Y'all, I got real alien activity going on. They circling. That it came out of the ocean. That is not a moon, and it is not a sun. It's 10 o'clock at night. I seen it come out of the ocean, y'all. There are ships. I don't know what the these are. They're flying.
Understandable that it's giving you chills.
Circling it. There's one
Yep.
above it. There's one on each side.
Hey, Jonathan the Gamer.
There's one right
I hope you
there.
had a
There's
productive
one right
day
there, y'all. Y'all can't see
today,
them.
bros.
I don't know if y'all see them blink.
I know you be working a lot, bro. Hope you had a productive day, bro.
Okay, they're going towards that. We seen it come out of the fucking sea.
2 large balls of light were caught hovering over the water. These massive orange orbs were emitting an intense amount of light, illuminating the ocean below. Throughout the entire video, this larger object didn't move an inch and appeared to stay in the exact same spot.
Well, what happens, Jonathan the Gamer, is whenever I turn on the game, everything works up until we get to a cutscene. The minute we get to a cutscene, it freezes. It's done this 4 times in a row. I am going to troubleshoot it tomorrow before I get on stream to see if I can get it working. But yeah, Yo, appreciate you, Jonathan the Gamer. W's in the chat for Jonathan the Gamer. Oh, God. I'm eating candy currently. He super chatted 50 straight through the channel, man. Yo, straight through the Cash App, man. Appreciate you, bros.
Coco claims that they witnessed this object emerge from the ocean.
It was our first super chat request of the day.
And when exactly are these aliens finally going to introduce themselves? Number 8.
I wouldn't want the aliens to introduce
After a
themselves.
strange occurrence was caught on her security camera, a TikTok user named Brittany now believes she captured a glitch in the Matrix. The camera set up in her kitchen was recording an empty room, and all was still until this happened.
What happened? What's popping? Ooh. Oh.
A brand new bottle of Tito's sat on her counter when, without warning, the bottle exploded. This bottle sat untouched, and there was no one around at the time. Brittany was understandably extremely
Yeah, I was hanging out.
confused
I
when
didn't
she
buy
watched this
anything.
footage, and
They gave me a
I'm right there
backpack for
with
free.
her. So if you have any theories on why this bottle exploded, feel free to let me know. Make sure to follow me on Instagram.
Bad hooch, perhaps. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be a reason for that to completely not work, anymore. If the hooch inside the bottle is already not up to snuff, then that's when you know that they ain't shit. The people who made the bottle. And that's all I have to say about that. You guys asked me to check these mugs out too as super chat suggestions, and I got y'all.
3 videos in this list may just prove the existence of the afterlife. Number 1.
Yeah, anything free is a good thing.
The man behind the JBish26 YouTube channel has been uploading videos for the last 11 years. But out of the countless videos on his account, only one of them has to do with the paranormal. About 3 years ago, he left his home in Washington State to vacation in Oregon. But while he was away, he received a peculiar notification from the security camera in his home.
This can't be good. Oh, shit, no. Not the car sounds, though. I heard engine noises.
At first glance, nothing seems out of the ordinary. But if you keep a close eye on the hallway to the left,
we gonna edit that out.
A sinister-looking figure slowly emerged. This bone-chilling figure revealed one of its glowing eyes as it stared directly into the camera. And after lingering in place for a few brief seconds, it quickly vanished back behind the wall. According to JBish26, no one should have been inside of his home at the time. And the camera set up at the entrances of the house never caught anyone breaking in. So who or what could this figure be? Number 2. A man named Frank on TikTok often posts videos of himself and his family. And while there's nothing out of the ordinary about these videos, as he was recording one of them, he accidentally captured something bizarre. One day while outside, he couldn't help but notice
I'm glad that you're about to get off of work,
dust
Jonathan the Gamer.
formed in the sky.
Yeah,
These
what do you
interesting
think you're having for dinner
spirals
tonight,
form
Jonathan?
when warm air suddenly rises from the ground. But while this anomaly is totally normal, what he caught on video is not.
Yeah, that's normal. That's not normal at all. What the shit? What the shit is that? Was that how babies are born?
If you look closely, a dark, shadowy figure appeared to be inside of the dust devil. This dark figure slowly ascended upwards inside the vortex of air, seeming to disappear as it finally reached the top. This unusual silhouette doesn't look like a living person, but if it somehow is, then this guy just went for the ride of his life. Number 3.
That's scary.
If you're afraid of dolls, then you may just want to brace yourself
Hey, what's
for this
up, Keon?
10 years ago,
Hey,
a man named
hi,
Paul
Tony.
Hayward posted a video
Everything
that he
free
still
is
can't
good.
explain to
Hey,
this
that's
day.
for real. Everything free is
According
good,
to
Johnny.
Paul, he loves to collect
Jonathan.
antiques.
Hey, what's up,
and
man?
over the years, he's noticed that certain objects can hold on
Blah,
to energy.
blah, the man in
One
black.
object in particular that always gave him the creeps is a small doll that was made in the 70s. After several instances
Blah,
of
blah,
finding
blah,
this doll in a different
remember.
position than he left it, he finally decided to leave a camera recording it overnight. But while he was reviewing the footage, his heart sank.
How far did it sink? Did someone poke holes on it and then try to get it to cross the Pacific Ocean? Is that why it sank? Oh, shit. Bitch waving at us. Wavy. Oh, shit. Oh, it was a prank. I was just
The
joking.
glue stick on the arm of the chair suddenly got knocked off by an unseen force. Then moments later, the doll's arm eerily began to move. And just as it seemed like this activity stopped, the doll's head suddenly turned forward, now staring in the camera's direction. But this soon changed as the doll chillingly whipped its head to the left. This frightening piece of footage has been in the back of Paul's mind for the last 10 years. But is it genuine, or was this just a hoax?
Set the house on fire. Put the doll on Craigslist. You're welcome.
Number 4. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the source of this next video, but it was entirely too creepy for me to pass up. One day as a man looked out of his window, he couldn't help but notice something bizarre going on in his neighbor's garage. He quickly grabbed his phone in an attempt to catch it on video, and this is what he saw.
Yep. That's for real, Cohen. All right, you guys, we are 9 super chats away from the next super chat milestone, to which case when we reach that month, we will be playing the joy of creation again and scaring the living shite out of ourselves once again. So the best way the super chat to your boy is through the pinned comment that is up in the comment section. It leads directly to my tip jar. Second best way to super chat to your boy is through the cash apps. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but don't get it twisted. You can also send it through the channel. It's all good in the hood, but not like ghetto hood. I mean, like neighborhood, like fatherhood, stuff like that. Stuff with bills in it. Motherfucker, what? Nigga. Why are you not running yet? It was looking at us. Was it a ghost of a meth head out this bitch? He's quick.
The lights in his neighbor's garage flickered on and off over and over. But in between these flashes of light, a chilling dark figure would dart by. This dark silhouette would run towards the right, only to fly back to the left moments later. But things quickly took a terrifying turn as this figure suddenly appeared in the window and stared directly at the man recording. Whoever or whatever this is doesn't have any facial features and looks to be a solid black. Now, if I ever saw this in my neighbor's window, there's a strong chance that I would burn their house down. Number 5. TikTok user Cheryl Sweetie is a seamstress that just began posting videos to TikTok in August. According to Cheryl, her family's been experiencing strange things in their home that they can't ignore. And at this point, they're very familiar with poltergeist activity. But it was only recently that they managed to catch this activity on camera. Cams has posted dozens of captivating videos of the wildlife that was caught by his trail cameras. Everything from deer, bald eagles, to coyotes. He's caught many different species on camera over the years. But one night back in 2021, something utterly shocking showed up on this trail camera.
Are you fucking serious? That better be CGI. Goddamn Bigfoot sightings. Got me over here sweating and shit.
At 8:57 p.m., a large dark figure was caught lurking through the woods. This tall creature crept from left to right, maneuvering between the trees. From what I can tell, this chilling being does not look like any animal that I've ever seen. And the uploader and viewers alike all seem to agree that this could potentially be the legendary Bigfoot. Number 7. Over on the Supernatural Confessions YouTube channel, a video was submitted to them by a viewer of something bizarre. A man working as a security guard at a hospital noticed something abnormal on one of the CCTV cameras inside the building.
If I got a video of
something moving through the hall caught his eye,
I wouldn't go back to the camera
when he saw this.
At least they didn't push the maid chick into the apartment. Looks like a middle finger
A
in ghost
strange
form.
glowing ball of light made its way through the halls and towards the camera. And just a few moments later, it reappeared, now headed in the opposite direction. This peculiar mass made the surrounding walls look dark compared to the light it was producing. What's even more strange is that this anomaly didn't show up on any of the other 16 cameras in the building. And none of the nurses that were working that night saw anything out of the ordinary. Number 8. A woman named Jewel from TikTok was at work one day when she received a notification that there was movement detected in
Hope
her
that's
living
better,
room.
guys.
Knowing that no one was home, she immediately reviewed the footage and her stomach dropped when she saw this.
Saw what? Fuck.
As the video begins, the bathroom light flickered on and off, and just a moment later, a pixelated figure can be seen walking by. This chilling figure moved from right to left before going out of view. Despite the potato quality of this video, there's no denying that something was in
Scared.
the house.
Yo.
Whatever.
Yo, W's in the chat for Lindsay Noel. Yo, have a wonderful day, BHD. Hey, that's what's up. Hope you have a wonderful day as well. Hey, what's up, Rich Star? What's up, Haley Finney? W's in the chat. Yo, 8 more super chats, and we're playing The Joy of Creations. Yeah.
Whatever it was, why did it just barely show up on the camera? Number 9. Ian from the Midwest Ghost Hunter YouTube channel set out to investigate haunted Native American burial grounds of an unknown origin. Visitors of this area claim to hear phantom drums, disembodied voices, and spot glowing apparitions roaming around. At nightfall, Ian made his way into the woods with a K2 meter in hand, eager to see if anyone would communicate.
This is a K2 meter. This measures electromagnetic fields, and spirits are said to be energy, and so this thing picks up on that. I'm gonna place this down right about here on this mound. Look at that, it's already going off. Holy shit. What the f? Are you touching that green light? Are you buried in this mound? I take that as a yes. How many spirits are here? Is it over 5? Is it less than 5? This thing is just going nuts. It's hard to tell if this thing's actually like responding or if it's just going off at random.
The K2 meter immediately began to go off, showing that spirits could potentially be close. Ian then ventured deeper into the woods when something may have just made its presence known.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going crazy. I thought I heard something behind me. Hello? Who's over there? I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid. I don't know. I thought I heard something, but I'm not sure. Oh, holy shit. Okay. All right. Okay, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not going crazy. I don't know. I don't know if I should try this, but I'm gonna try walking backwards because I want to see what's coming up behind me. Honestly, I don't even like walking backwards because I don't know what's ahead of me. Is there somebody out here with me? Oh my god! Holy shit! Is somebody out here with me? Oh my god! Holy shit! That scared me so bad. That was a straight up voice. From thin air. It was as if somebody was standing like right there.
The sound of footsteps rustling the leaves behind him caught his attention, and as Ian asked if anyone was outside with him, a hair-raising voice came from the darkness. He bravely decided to walk towards the sound of this voice. I'm feeling really good, Cuddly Panda.
I hope you're feeling really good as well.
Too close for comfort.
I'm coming towards you. I mean you no harm.
Oh boy. Keep talking like that, you're gonna end up in a snuff film.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god! Holy shit!
I didn't even see that.
Oh my god, something just grabbed my shoulder. Holy moly. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to react that way. You just scared me.
Despite this close encounter, Ian bravely continued on, ready for anything that may appear.
Ian about to die. He's basically asking for it at this point.
Oh my god, I'm hearing all kinds of things over here. It sounds like voices, but they're so faint.
Yo, W's in the chat for Lindsay Noel. 8 more super chats, and we're in there like swimwear. I was gonna say 8 more super chats. And then I'm going to be on this scary game like Bill Cosby on sleeping women. But that joke is probably still in poor taste. We're going to edit that out.
I'll try to take a few pictures.
Yep, this is how you end up missing. This is how your ass end up on a milk carton.
Holy moly. Guys, I'm getting a lot of weird ones. Holy crap.
You just got pictures of a bunch of Phantasm fairies.
Oh, dude, one just crossed over the screen. Did you see that? Of course you did. I just caught it.
Nigga.
That was so
I would
cool.
never be in the woods alone. That's real talk.
The unsettling sound of voices came from somewhere nearby, which could...
Bro, he tripping, man. I'm scared of everything, and even I wouldn't be in the dark forest at night.
Potentially belonged to the ghostly orbs caught on camera soon after. As the night went on, Ian couldn't help but notice a sound coming from the distance.
What the f was that? Dude, that was crazy. You know what that sounded like? That sounded like a drum. A drum. It was like a tribal drum, like in a ritual or something.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Hello? It was coming from the woods. It was coming from this area. Listen. Dude, that is so crazy. I mean, what else could that be? That is undeniable. Like, that legit sounded like a drum being hit. Am I wrong? Like, I feel like I'm going crazy out here.
It sounds like they're trying to do the impromptu instrumental of Eminem's Lose Yourself.
Just as previous visitors reported, the sound of a drum was heard. Ian made his way to the last mound, but little did he know what he was about to witness.
It's weird. It smells like incense almost over here. Or like sage. I don't know. It's like different. I can't pinpoint it. Oh, it almost burns my lungs. Are you smoking something over here? Hello? Okay. I just heard talking. That sounded like a male voice. Could you speak again? Oh my God! Oh my God! Dude, that was a face! I just seen a face! That was a glowing face!
A ghostly face appeared directly in front of Ian. Despite only showing up for a brief moment, there's no denying that this is a face. And this was more than Ian needed to see to confirm that this burial ground is indeed haunted. Number 10. On a TikTok account called Onsite Autoglass Cali, a video was posted of something disturbing caught on a Ring camera.
Yeah, I'd have been headed in the wrong
According to
direction,
the
right
man
direction as
behind
well.
this account, a friend of his sent him some security camera footage that he can't explain. As his daughter ran back into the house to grab something, the rest of the family waited in the car. But someone or something was eerily close by.
Don't worry, Haley. The weather is playing Wheel of Fortune out here in Las Vegas as well. Motherfucker, what?
As the young girl entered the house, a chilling figure emerged from the darkness. This unnerving figure made its way into their yard, appearing to glide across the grass.
Hell no.
Left to right, it suddenly
Hell
stopped
no.
and was now standing and staring directly at the house.
We don't like that.
The man that posted this video says the family has no idea who this could be, and it's very unsettling to think about just how close this being got to their daughter. Make sure to follow me.
Bruh, I'm surprised the daughter didn't confront I'm surprised nobody confronted daughter. Bitch, you fucking a ghost. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's disrespectful.
Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Let's take a look at 15 of the scariest TikTok videos of the year. Number 1. TikTok user ChuckingCards87 is an avid card collector that loves to show off his collection on TikTok. From sports cards to Pokemon, he just can't get enough. But after something chilling was caught on his doorbell camera, he couldn't resist posting it online. A large ghostly orb flew into view before...
I gotta rewind that, motherfucker. Tinkerbell just tried to steal our stoop furniture? The fuck?
...it online.
Oh.
A large ghostly orb flew into view before swooping down and sliding a package across the porch.
Damn, I hope Tinkerbell is good, man. This bitch is a whole porch pirate now. Like, this bitch stealing Amazon packages and shit. The fuck?
This eerie glowing anomaly looks to be a very solid shape with a clear intention of moving this box. As far as videos of orbs go, I've never seen one quite like this, where the orb actually interacts and moves objects around it. According to ChuckingCards87, inside the box was obviously more cards to add to his collection. So whatever this is may have just gave him some
There's a whole lot of nope on that one, guys. A whole lot of nope.
Number 2. A man named Jake runs a TikTok account dedicated
you know how the weather will be cold and then hot.
Named Yoda.
Yeah, real talk,
and
Haley.
his page is filled with videos of Yoda being absolutely
What's up, Sighties?
adorable. But Jake recently posted something
it's like hot.
And completely unrelated to
You'll
Yoda.
type a 1 in the chat
According to Jake,
if you can
his
hear
dad
me
is a
talking even
chiropractor
when
in
he's
Wichita,
talking.
Kansas.
But the
And
audio's
late
still
one
good.
night, the camera
Type a 2 in
inside
the
of his
chat
office managed to
if
catch
the audio's all bad and
incredibly
you can't
chilling.
hear anyone talking when other people are talking. What's popping? Niggas, it's snowing inside your store? Ooh. I mean, is it ghost of a midget?
Immediately as the video begins, dozens
This
of
just in,
orbs
folks.
can be seen
You've
floating
just
through
seen
the
footage
room,
of the ghost
but
of a
suddenly,
very,
large white
very
mass
quick midget.
manifested into the room and
God
quickly
damn,
traveled
look
down
at
the
him go.
hallway. This strange anomaly drifted through the hall and went around
Strange.
the corner, going out of view.
Clearly
and if we
a ghost
freeze
child.
the video and zoom in, this unnerving
Hitting
orb
laps in the
almost
morning because he
looks
doesn't
like a
want to
face.
get rusty.
2 dark eyes can clearly be seen, making the resemblance to a face hard to deny. Jake has yet to come up with a logical explanation for this, so what do you think? Number 3. On a TikTok account called The Hall Family, a video was posted that left many viewers scratching their heads. Late one night, around 3 in the morning, the Ring camera in this family's backyard managed to catch something bizarre.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Not this one. I've seen this one. Still the scariest shit I've ever seen in my life. We're here? Bitch. You better not be. I ain't pay no bills up in this motherfucker. Shit. That's the hell to the
On the
nizzle.
left side of the screen, a misty ghost-like form seems to push the hammock before gliding across the yard. This oddly shaped smoky mass moved from left to right, disappearing behind the brick wall. And things managed to get even creepier when a disembodied voice can be heard saying, "We're here." The man behind this account has no idea who this voice belongs to, as there definitely should not have been anyone in his backyard at 3 a.m. So was this a ghost, or did a neighbor just rip a fat vape cloud? Number 4. Back in September of 2019, a man named Carlos recorded a video of the beautiful scenery.
It's definitely a fat vape cloud.
He went on to post this video to Instagram, and it wasn't until comments started pouring in that he noticed that something was off. People who watched the video began to point out that it looked like someone was on the roof with him. As he panned the camera from right to left, a chilling face can be seen just a few yards away. Behind the concrete structure, this ghostly face peered at Carlos, going completely unnoticed. This unsettling figure appears to have long black hair and extremely pale skin.
Oh, shit.
Carlos obviously didn't notice this figure while on the roof, but there's no denying that it noticed him. Number 5. Lately, the entire internet has been in a frenzy after the recent UFO congressional hearing where aliens were confirmed to exist. Well, around the same time as this hearing, people began to see strange things in the sky. TikTok user Eddie B80 is one of the many that managed to record the bizarre phenomena he saw in the clouds above.
You gotta be way worse than the Ring Girl, man. Flying through a hammock, talking about some we're here. Gonna have another announcement. What's that? The ghost of Thomas the Charlie? Nigga, that's Thomas the Choo Choo Train, nigga. Oh shit, that's Santa Claus, nigga.
Yeah.
It's Kris Kringle, nigga. Oh my nigga, did he lose weight? He look good.
It blew smoke and it was like a big old circle.
Pointing at the reindeer, my nigga.
Like you saw how it blew it? Like a big ring?
Zoom in on it. Did someone just say that the sleigh has a fat ass?
Floating through the sky, and as the video began, a ring of smoke appeared to come from this object. Eddie stared on in confusion as he struggled to explain what he was seeing. This glowing anomaly continued moving across the night sky, seeming to get dimmer as time went on. Although I can't say for sure that this was aliens, I sure hope it was, so I can finally find out if they actually dance like this. Number 6. Speaking of unexplained things in the sky, another strange sighting was posted to TikTok. In the middle of the night, a girl named Emily received a motion detected notification from her Ring camera. Assuming it was a passing car or simply someone walking by, she was in no rush to check the footage. But when she eventually did, she saw something chilling. On the roof of the house, a tall white figure can be seen. This oddly shaped being stood completely still, then suddenly ascended into the sky and flew off into the distance, leaving behind
sound
a
effects.
very white ghostly trail. Even zoomed in, there's not enough detail for me to come up with a guess as to what this is. So let me know what you think. Number 7. A woman on TikTok named Anne.
Hey, that's what's up, Haley. Glad you got food.
And one of these
was definitely
posts
ghost
is
me.
a chilling experience she recently had. One night in July, Dollar General was closed for the evening, but late into the night, the alarm inside was triggered and began to go off. As police arrived on the scene, they found all the doors to be locked and no one was in the store. But when they reviewed the security camera footage from inside, this is what they saw.
All right, watch closely. Watch. See it? All right, now no time. All right, now I'll rewind it. I'm gonna do it again.
Hey, what's up, Demise James?
See it?
What's up, Demise
At the
James?
end of one of the aisles, a dark figure can be seen walking by. This shadowy being moved
That guy could have been
from right
Voldemort.
to left and looks to be a solid black human shape. Anne instantly got chills watching this footage, and she was left feeling uneasy. So who or what could this have possibly been? Number 8. According to TikTok user Able3E, a friend of his recorded a video of something he can only describe as paranormal. Around 4 in the morning, his friend felt the need to check the security camera he has facing his backyard. And with a creepy abandoned house just across the fence, he's always gotten a weird feeling being back there. Well, as he watched the camera's live feed, he was shocked to see this.
Nah. More than likely not,
Like
Andy.
a small ghostly child walked along
I don't
the
feel that way.
fence on the side of the abandoned house. This eerie white figure looks to be no more than 3 feet tall as it scurried from left to right. Now, because the home on that side of the fence is abandoned, and the fact that this was recorded at 4 a.m. makes it very unlikely that this was an actual child walking around. But if it's not, then who or what was outside in the dark at 4 in the morning? Number 9. Over on the Parents Are People Too TikTok account, nothing out of the ordinary has ever been posted. The woman behind this account is a loving wife and mom that takes pride in showing off her family. Well, less than a year ago, this family moved into a new house, and all was going well until just recently when she noticed something in the house that made her stomach drop.
Watching a movie in here, and yes, my fan is on. That's why you see it blowing, but what the hell is that? Why is it wrinkling like that?
That's not good.
Somebody's pushing. And then that looked like a face.
Hey, tomorrow
While laying in bed, she noticed what looked like someone moving. Never been posted. The woman behind this account is a loving wife and mom that takes pride in showing off her family. Well, less than a year ago, this family moved into a new house, and all was going well until just recently when she noticed something in the house that made her stomach drop.
Watching a movie in here, and yes, my fan is on. That's why you see it blowing, but what the hell is that? Why
Ghost
is it
penis.
wrinkling like that?
This nigga's got 7 balls.
And then that looked like a face.
Run, bitch.
Hey, tomorrow
While laying in bed, she noticed what looked like someone moving behind the curtain. She stared on in disbelief as this unnerving movement continued. And although she managed to stay calm, these eerie fingers poking through the curtain would have instantly sent me running. But after she mustered up the courage to take a look, no one could be found behind the curtain. Well, the very next day, she posted a quick update about the strange events that followed.
Hey guys, I just wanted to do a little follow-up to the video of the creepy curtains. Not that anything else has happened, because it's the first and only thing that's ever happened here, but yeah, so it could all just be coincidence. I don't know. Probably just coincidence. Since I took that video, my phone has not held a charge, has not even made it to 100%. I've charged it overnight. I have just charged it for 3 hours while I was laying down, and I woke up about 10 minutes ago. It was 76% after 3 hours. It's already down to 73%. And I've not been using it other than to record this video. I drop calls all of a sudden, and this is just literally
Hey, what's up, Jessica Allen?
the next day.
Yo, nice to meet you, and good to have you up in the Army.
I took the video. It started doing this, as well as I got in my car the next day to go to work, and my battery died in my car. Now, again, could be a coincidence. It's a 2-year battery, I think, and it's been 2 years, I think. But it was just weird that it was the very next day. I had to get a new battery for it. So I'm not understanding why these 2 batteries are not holding a charge or working.
So could something paranormal be draining the battery from her phone and car? Or is this all just a coincidence? You decide. Number 10.
What's up, Joshua Perry?
A girl named Devin from the Bunny Squid 95 TikTok account found herself in a terrifying situation. Back in 2020, Devin and her fiance moved into a small apartment above an old house. Almost immediately after getting settled in, they began to notice strange things happening inside. On an almost daily basis, they would hear weird sounds, the lights would flicker, and objects would move on their own right in front of them. But nothing freaked them out more than when they would hear voices coming from the other side of their bedroom door. Devin began recording this activity, and what she caught on video is truly terrifying.
Hey guys, it's
12
o'clock in the morning, and I heard some weird noises. Jesus Christ, oh my god.
After hearing weird noises, objects on the table began moving on their own. She kept her phone by her side, ready to record, and later that night, this eerie activity continued.
Okay, so I just got up to turn the light on, and there's still... Okay, and yeah, okay. Yeah, there's still weird shit happening. Okay, goodbye.
In the days that followed, things continued to get weirder, and she noticed that most of this activity happens in the kitchen.
Hi guys, I had just gotten up to show everybody that my fan is just a regular oscillating fan. It's not anything that would be able to move.
Hey, what's up, Cynthia Stewart? That's cool.
And then
come and you go as you please.
So I was going to just record and see what happened. Okay, so you can see a lot of the activity is centered mostly in my kitchen. It's probably not a coincidence. I'll show you guys the garage sometime. It's directly below the kitchen, but yeah, a lot of weird stuff happens down there too.
From a Taco Bell bag to a heavy knife block, the entity in her home looks to be desperately trying to get her attention. With many viewers curious about the haunting she was experiencing, one person suggested trying the Reality Ripple filter, which supposedly reveals any spirits that are in the room with you. But as she tried this filter, she captured more than she expected.
Run, bitch!
Okay. So I'm gonna give it a shot. That's just outline of the paper towel and the water bottle. Oh, okay. Are we in the chair then? Is that what I'm supposed to see? Hello? Oh, okay.
As she panned the camera around the room, a chilling
scared the shit out of us. Damn.
Disembodied voice was caught. Sounding like it said, "Over here." Maybe this spirit was trying to tell her where to point the filter. Luckily for Devin, she no longer lives in this apartment and hasn't noticed
what's up, Zombie
activity
Beats?
around her.
What's up, Cuddly Panda? What's up, Jessica
Number
Alba?
11.
Jessica Allen?
On the Outdoor Duo TikTok account, two friends explore interesting places in China. From bizarre food markets to abandoned buildings, these two explorers are willing to venture into the unknown for their viewers' entertainment. During one of their explorations, they set their sights on a massive abandoned office building. After finding a way inside, the two began exploring the endless hallways. But as they ventured deeper into this forgotten building, they came across something chilling.
Wait. What the?
As they walked past a room to their left, a dark figure can be seen sitting in a chair. But as they did a double take, this figure was now gone. This eerie black being looked to be a solid black silhouette that was undeniably there. And just how quickly it managed to disappear leads me to believe that this was not a living person. But if it wasn't, then maybe a ghost was just trying to play hide and seek. Number 12. TikTok user Bleak Sorrow is a paranormal enthusiast that often sets out to investigate cemeteries alone. Well, after doing countless investigations in these graveyards, strange things began to happen in his house. His first thought was that something dark must have followed him home from one of his visits to the cemetery.
Something
and now he often hears
Mexican.
the sound of footsteps that seem to come from nowhere. And one day just recently, he began to hear these disembodied footsteps coming from his basement. And this is what he managed to catch on video.
Okay, TikTok. So, my power is out at the moment in the basement. I swear.
Number 13. The boardwalk is a place to have fun and make fond memories. But for a girl...
Very fun.
Number 1. A man named Jake runs a TikTok account dedicated to his 2-year-old French bulldog named Yoda, and his page is filled with videos of Yoda being absolutely adorable. But Jake recently posted something out of the ordinary and completely unrelated to Yoda. According to
Who is
Jake,
in the chair?
his dad is a
My name is
chiropractor in
Blasphemous
Wichita,
HD.
Kansas, and
Pleasure to
late
meet
one
you.
night, the camera inside of his office managed to catch something incredibly chilling. Immediately as the video begins, dozens of orbs can be seen floating through the room.
This dude looks like Naruto. Alright, we're about to check out some scary stories. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so once we reach 8 more super chats, we will immediately, of any amount, we will immediately jump into our scary gaming portion of the evening, starting with The Joy of Creation. And anyone who's ever played that game knows that there's nothing joyous about anything that's created in that game. Run for your lives. Let's do this.
I told my friends what I'm about to tell you, and they urged me to share it here. It happened back in December, about a week before Christmas. I'm a 32-year-old guy, currently using my GI Bill to go to college in a city in one of the mountain time zone states.
What's up, Sarah?
I'm so busy with school and work, so I don't have time to go out and socialize often. So I have to rely on a lot of the apps to go on dates.
This is my first live.
I matched with this really cute
what's
girl
up?
around my age.
What's up, Jessica?
We had a good conversation, and then we scheduled a date. It was at a bar restaurant, not far for either of us to drive, so it was easy. She was very pretty in person, and we got along great. During our conversation, I found out that she worked in a non-cop role at the police station.
Sarah says, does my stomach hurt? No. Does that mean your stomach hurts? Get well soon, Sarah. I hope your stomach stops hurting.
Like a receptionist, essentially. I also learned she had a roommate, whom she said was out of town for the holidays. She added that she hated being alone because she had a crazy ex-boyfriend who stalked her. I was a little uneasy at that, and I told her as much. And she said he's harmless, so I kind of let it go.
Oh boy.
We had a few more drinks, and we were there for about another hour.
Yeah, this
And
guy's
at her
about to die.
suggestion, she said that we should go back to her place.
He's screwed.
We went to her house, and she walked up and just opened the door. She didn't unlock it. It was already open, which I found very odd because she said she had a stalker, that her roommate was gone. She started feeding her cat, and as she was doing that, I saw a bowl of cereal on the kitchen counter. I touched it, and it was still cold, like it hadn't been there for a while. The cereal wasn't soggy either.
Hey, yo, type of 1 in the
I
chat
asked her whose it
if you
was, and
guys
she
can
hesitated.
hear the
Said
audio
she ate it
and
as a
me
snack before heading to the
talking
bar.
over him.
But it just didn't
Type
make
of 2 in the
sense.
chat if you can't hear
Before I could
one
say
of our
anything,
voices
she
or
just
it's
kissed
too
me,
high or
put her
low
arms around me
and the audio's
seductively,
bad.
Said for me to take her to her room. We started fooling around, and I went to close the curtains, and she told me to leave them open. A few minutes later, maybe 5, we were in bed, and my back was to the window, and she let out a huge gasp. A scared gasp. Her eyes were out the window. I turned around and saw someone in a hoodie, and they took off. I heard the steps running on her back deck. I immediately jumped up and ran out to make sure her doors were locked. And of course, the front door wasn't. I ran to it and locked it. And right when I did,
what's up, the Masked King,
door started
Shaggy
banging.
Rogers?
I went to open it because I was gonna fuck the dude up, or at least try to. And she told me to just go back to bed with her. I screamed at her and asked if she was insane. She told me he does this and goes away.
Hey, that's what's up, Jessica
And I asked
Allen.
her,
Jessica Allen.
You know this is your ex?
Where are you from?
She said yeah, and to not worry about it. At this point, he started banging on the side of the house on the other end, and she didn't seem at all scared. Kept trying to get me to go back to her
appreciate the
bed.
compliment, Mr. Tokyo.
I didn't want to call the cops because for all I know, this dude was a cop, or she'd know the cops that showed up who would take her side. I also couldn't just leave because my car was at the bar, and I was terrified. At this point, I started calling her out for the door not being locked, the serial, and I openly called her a liar. She couldn't come up with any logical answers, and I had no idea what I was into. I shouldn't have done this, but my fight or flight was pretty much kicked in, and I told her, if this is a robbery or some kind of setup, I promise I'll kill you both. I'm not a hard ass or anything, but my fear told me to let her know that no matter what it was, they'd have a fight on their hands. My thoughts of what were going to happen to me were all over the place. I ordered an Uber off my phone and didn't tell her.
Yeah, they almost got me with one of these. Yeah, I mean, one time I was, oh my God, I was over at I met this chick, you know what I'm saying? This shit was like fucking, oh my God, this is a minute. So, yeah, I mean, shit, I say this shit was like 6 years ago or some shit like that. So I was out, I met this girl on Tinder or whatever. We were supposed to meet up, and I met her over at a hotel across the street from Luxor. Bruh, tell me why she showed up with 2 big black dudes to rob me. Man, that shit was hilarious. Oh my God, man, they weren't good at their jobs though, you know. They were, you know, since I didn't just give them my stuff, they just let me go because, like, you know, I kind of just told them, like, what's up? We fighting or, like, what's good? And then they they was like, no, we good. No, you ain't going to, you know what I mean? They thought I was just going to give them my stuff, but when I didn't, they just walked off. It was hilarious.
I just kept arguing with her and asking her what was going on, hoping to just keep her talking and in the room.
It was messed up too because she was Asian.
I stayed right next to the door so I could leave ASAP. Luckily, I never got my pants off and my jacket and shoes were right by the door, so I was able to get dressed.
Hey, you from
The
Texas?
Uber showed
I
up, and
swear
without
to
saying
God,
anything, I
all
just
the
opened
people I've
door
been
and ran
running
out
to
there
have
as
been
fast
from
as I could.
Texas.
I looked back at the door and she was just standing there. It's only been a little over a month, but I honestly have no idea what the fuck I got into. I don't believe the story of just a girl with a crazy ex based off of the factors I told you. It feels like either a robbery or some weird fetishized cuck thing. I don't know.
What?
Definitely something I'm very mad at myself for. Front door wasn't. I ran to it and locked it, and right when I did, the door started banging. I went to open it because I was gonna fuck the dude up, or at least try to, and she told me to just go back to bed with her. I screamed at her and asked if she was insane. She told me he does this and goes away. And I asked her, you know this is your ex? And she said yeah, and to not worry about it. At this point, he started banging on the side of the house on the other end, and she didn't seem at all scared. Kept trying to get me to go back to her bed. I didn't want to call the cops because for all I know, this dude was a cop, or...
That was no robbery. Nah, that's very normal. Very normal. You know what I'm saying? Super normal. Yeah, dude. I know a ton of chicks who do stuff like this to their dudes. They'll go get with a different dude and then tell the dude that is the one who's like paying her bills and kissing anus and all that. He'll tell her, the girl will tell that guy, yo, I'm about to go hang out with this guy, but you know, we're not going to do anything. So then the guy, knowing that they're probably doing stuff, will be at the door banging, baby, what's going on? Baby, bro, I've had this happen to me like 3 to 7 times, man. Like, yeah, I mean, but I'd just be the dude in the room, and then some other dude would be knocking on the door, baby, no. Like, bro, this happened to me in Texas, which is where Jessica Allen is from. You know what I'm saying? The dude was calling her phone for like 3 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he's just sending like 18 texts a minute. Baby, no. Baby, you're with Blasphemous, aren't you, baby? I swear to God, bro. The dude called me on PS4 like 2 years later, and he's like, yo, man, just be real, man. Did you pipe my girl? And I'm like, bro, come on, bro.
She'd know the cops that showed up who would take her side. I also couldn't just leave because my car was at the bar, and I was terrified. At this point, I started calling her out for the door not being locked, the cereal, and I openly called her a liar.
No.
She couldn't come up with any logical answers.
What are you doing, man?
I had no idea what I was into.
You're ruining this.
I shouldn't have done this, but my fight or flight was pretty much kicked in. I told her, if this is a robbery or some kind of setup, I promise I'll kill you both.
You just excluded yourself from the cheeks when you said that.
I'm not a hard ass or anything, but my fear told me to let her know that no matter what it was, they'd have a fight on their hands. Thoughts of what were going to happen to me were all over the place. I ordered an Uber off my phone and didn't tell her.
If you guys remember, there was a P star, not that type of P, but P-O-R-N star. Forgot her name, Christy Mack. And she had a boyfriend, forgot his name, War Machine. And she would do this to him all the time. Yeah, I mean, she would go be with another dude in her apartment and then tell her boyfriend, War Machine, the UFC fighter, to stay outside. And, you know, she would tell him that she was about to pipe a different dude to try to, you know, break his reality, hurt his feelings, whatever they say, you know. And, you know, War Machine would fall for the okie doke, unfortunately, and he would, like, you know, keep calling and banging on her door and stuff while she was in the house, you know, more than likely boning the different dude, you know. Good Lord. So, I guess like the 6th or 7th time, or however many times that it happened, War Machine got tired of it, and, you know, she did it again, of course. And, you know, he kicks in the door when she's in there with one of the dudes, like the 6th or 7th dude, and, you know, he beats the crap out the guy and then does horrible, unspeakable stuff to Christy Mackey, and then he goes to jail for like 30 years, thank God. But yeah, you know, and that was his bad, man. He should not have been, like, tripping. Like, he should not have been trying to, like, beat his chick. Just, you know what I mean? Just leave her, man. Dude, Jesus.
I just kept arguing with her and asking her what was going on. Hoping to just keep her talking.
He said red flag. That's not a red flag.
The door so I could leave ASAP.
No.
Luckily, I never got my pants off, and my jacket and shoes were right by the door. So
well, it is a red flag. You should get out of there. Jump out the window.
Showed up, and without saying anything, I just opened the door and ran out there as fast as I could.
What?
I looked back at the door, and she was just standing there. It's only been a little over a month, but I honestly have no idea what the fuck I got into. I don't believe the story of just a girl with a crazy ex, based off of the factors I told you.
Crazy ex.
It feels like either a robbery or some...
Crazy because she tells him what she's about to go do, and then he gets pissed off and tries to stop her. Crazy ex.
Weird fetishized cuck thing. I don't know. Definitely something I'm very mad at myself for. I mean, I'm a 9-year Navy vet, and allowed myself to get into a situation like that. I reported her account on the Uber ride back to the bar. And I told the bartender as well about what happened, just in case they saw her in there ever again.
She just did that shit, man.
If I remember correctly, this happened in January or February 2024. I was visiting family in southern France, and I didn't want to stay at their place, even if they offered, for personal reasons that I won't share here. Note that I visit them quite often, and usually last minute, so I would never book the same place. And I would sometimes book a hotel room, which was more expensive but better for me, as I don't necessarily want to socialize with the hosts.
I'm guessing they
Even
couldn't
when I would
call
book
it
Airbnb,
believe it or not,
I would always search for flats
without
or
getting
studio
sued.
flats, and not a room in the
Gelato,
flat
if you want
house
BHD
where
to
other
react
people
to your
live.
video,
As I want to be on
it's
my
a
own.
50 and super
So this is
chat.
an important criterion for me.
I didn't even know he was doing a video.
So I booked this Airbnb within walking distance to where my family members stay. It looks very nice on paper.
Gideon dropped the new,
I think it was marketed as a house or ground floor flat with access to a yard and a garden.
Predator catch.
It was probably one of those cheaper options.
That could be a super chat request.
I don't
but,
remember
I'm
for
watching
sure, but I
Scary
wasn't
stuff.
going there for leisure or planning to
How
have
was
a
your
very
day?
nice place
My
for
day is
myself. To have enjoyable holidays, if that makes sense. So I really wanted something for convenience and wouldn't pay extra for any kind of
What
luxury.
you got in your drink?
There were not a lot
It's
of
Sprite
reviews,
and
but
Jolly
a few ones
Ranchers.
were pretty positive.
You know what I mean?
So I go to that place with my suitcase, waiting in front
Let
of
the
the house.
Jolly Ranchers dissolve into the Sprite.
I contact the landlord, who
Delicious.
should give me the keys, but he's late. I spent at least 1 hour waiting outside, and I'm trying to be patient. realizing at least the neighborhood is pretty nice and seems safe, even if I need to walk through areas that are slightly dodgy to get there from where my relatives stay. The landlord finally arrives. He seems like a fairly good man and apologizes profusely, saying he was in another town visiting his cousin or friends, and time flew by. First red flag. He says they were drinking and didn't have time to sober up, so he had to speed on the highway on his motorbike while being tipsy or drunk.
The hell?
He stops and asks me half jokingly, not to say that in my review. I get a bit serious and tell him he shouldn't be drinking and driving, but he says he really didn't want to make me wait further. I tell him I won't flag that in my review. Spoiler alert, I will, but I didn't want to start off on the wrong foot. This guy is nice otherwise and seems trustworthy, very chatty and open to socializing, and frankly, I was just happy I could finally get in and drop my stuff. The second red flag is when he tells me I will be living in a small flat adjacent to the bigger house he lives in, but I shouldn't worry because I would have my own place, own bathroom, own kitchen, etc. I didn't like that too much, but I actually think it might be good because I am not super comfortable being on my own in a ground floor accommodation, knowing anyone can get into the yard and access the front door. I guess you could say I'm paranoid. So knowing that someone I quote-unquote know is close by in case something happens gives me a sense of safety. But I was wrong. He shows me around. It all seems okay. It's pretty old, but as I said, I wasn't looking for a luxury stay. The part where I would stay is on a lower level than street level. Not exactly like a basement because there is access to a garden, but I need to walk down a set of stairs outside and get into the flat through the backyard. This shows mostly when I'm in the bedroom, as I see through the windows that is clearly at a lower level. Next red or rather yellow flag is when he shows me a door close to the bedroom, which is the connecting door between my part and his house. I was kind of expecting that, but thought he might need to at least cross the yard or access through the front door to get into my part of the house. He says his door stays closed and it's locked anyway. Not as a warning for me, not to try to open it, but more like, you'll notice there is the door. It's useless for you. And what's beyond it is not part of what you're renting. We chat a little bit. Too long for my taste, because I was tired and also still annoyed at his lateness, and I wasn't in the mood to socialize.
That's what's up, Danny. You said
he gives me his phone number because he said the Airbnb chat feature isn't that good, and that it's easier to use WhatsApp.
Oh, I bet.
And then he leaves. I start to settle down, open my suitcase, and get changed before leaving to visit the family.
Alright, you guys.
I think
8 more super chats until we jump into our scary gaming portion of the evening. Yeah, I'm saying that the easiest way, the best way to super chat to your boy is through the link that is pinned directly in the comment section up above. The second best way is through the Cash Apps. The third best way is directly through the channel. If you do send anything through my tip jar, do your boy the biggest favor and comment in the comment section. Check your tip jar, BHD. Yeah, I'm saying? Alright, now, everything you guys super chat through all goes to upgrading our streaming equipment. We are 5/8 of the way there. Once we get to the milestone, once we upgrade our streaming equipment, I will be staying the night in a haunted hotel room and live streaming the whole entire thing, unfortunately.
Go back to the place in the evening and decide to have a shower. If I remember correctly, what I'm saying next happened before I took a shower, because I remember locking the bathroom door, which I never do when I know I'm on my own, and I recall being quite anxious when taking the shower. So the biggest red flag before the last drop. I'm sitting on the bed and I hear a knock and someone saying my name.
Yo, that's what's up.
2 seconds later.
Yo, Sarah says check your tip jar for Regicide. I got you, bruh. Got you guys coming up fresh. Yeah. Oh, alrighty, yo. Let me see. Let me see. Finding the video. Yo, alright, so Regicide, check your bank account, man. I don't want you to get double charged. Yeah, it might not went through. Check your stuff, bros.
I get the chance to answer, or even understand where the noise comes from. I hear keys turning in a lock and a door opening. As you might have guessed, it's the connecting door next to the bedroom. The guy enters and says he can't find his phone and that he might have left it downstairs. I'm a bit shocked, probably because if he had come 10 minutes later, I would have probably been naked, ready to take a shower or maybe walking around in a towel,
What type of nasty?
since I'm supposedly alone. I know it might sound like I'm just being a pussy, but keep in mind I'm a relatively young woman, alone in a house with a man in his 40s or 50s, who has control over when he can get into my place at any time. I stay polite and try to tell him that no, I haven't seen his phone. I would have noticed. There's literally nothing except my open suitcase on a couch in the bedroom. He still gets in, speaking a lot, and very fast while I'm sitting there, not fully realizing what's happening and not having a chance to tell him to leave. He looks around the flat and obviously doesn't find the phone. Then he says sorry and probably asks if everything is fine, if I had dinner or something like that, and then he leaves again. At that point, I'm really wondering if I should stay or not, since I know you get refunded only if you cancel 2 nights in advance. I just thought I would lose the money for the night that has already started, because it was already after 11 p.m. And the following one, knowing I had booked at least 4 nights. I really needed to take a shower, but questioning if I should, I tried to see if there were available hotel rooms. But it was already too late to book one, or they were already fully booked.
Yeah, I know, right?
I decided to take my shower real quick, wondering if he could hear the shower and deciding that he forgot something else to get in again. Nothing bad happens. I then go back to the bedroom, get dressed as fast as I can just in case, sit down and think. I decide that I will just stay for the night, and I'll...
It's cool. I just know not to listen to what she says anymore.
Probably be less paranoid in the morning if I'm still alive. That's when I notice the chairs in the bedroom. There are 2, and one of them has ropes tied around the armrests. The chairs are in good shape, and the rope is definitely not there to keep the armrests fixed to the chair, as they are just loose. To this day, I have no idea why they were there. I still decide I should sleep there for the night, and try to use a chair to block the door handle in the bedroom, like in the movies. But guys, this only works in the movies. I try with both chairs, trying to pile them up. Even trying to use the ropes one way or another. The handle can still go down enough to open the door easily. I think that at least if I leave them in front of the door, I'll hear if someone tries to open it. But the door opens the other way, and in any case, I didn't know what I'd do even if the noise woke me up. Again, I'm clearly paranoid and anxious, but living alone abroad, my motto is to never ever take risks for my own safety, as I'm usually the only one who can save myself, so it's better to avoid any tricky situation. Doesn't mean I never go out, but I wouldn't get drunk around people I don't trust, and I would take a cab if I feel unsafe going home on my own after midnight. I now live in a city that's rather safe, but has had too many bad encounters. Unfortunately, nothing unusual for most women, not to be careful. So from an external point of view, this is a story about someone booking an Airbnb with good reviews, with a nice and friendly landlord who is just overly open because he likes to meet people, and the ropes are just a detail. But for my anxious and paranoid self, it's the premise for a horror story or thriller, where you shout out the stupid and trusting victim to get away ASAP before the guy comes back. So I decided to call my brother, who came to pick me up around midnight, for me to spend the rest of my stay at his place.
Understandable.
I work in food service, front of house, so in the early days of the pandemic, with the restaurants being closed, I was taking work wherever I could find it. An old friend clued me into a medical office that needed someone to come in and do a bit of light filing. I was able to go in at night to limit direct contact with people. So I jumped at the opportunity right away. Ironically, the medical office job had been the safest that I had been offered thus far, COVID-wise. I wanted to avoid the bus if I could, due to crowds, so I decided to swing for a rideshare app. I headed in at almost 3 a.m. because it was after the cleaning crew had left. I was kicking myself for being so cautious though, because I was exhausted. I stumbled onto the block looking for my ride, and to my tired self's great relief, the car spotted me almost immediately and pulled up asking, "Uber?" While I cluelessly wandered up and down the street searching. The ride was taking a while, but I'd only just moved here last year, so I'm not familiar with all the surrounding areas, and I thought nothing of it. I was pretty alert at first, so I was trying to pass the time by playing games on my phone and stuff. But the car didn't have a compatible phone charger, and I wasn't sure the building would have one, so I wanted to save my battery to be able to call a ride back. I shut my phone down into airplane mode and eventually drifted off from a combination of tiredness and boredom. I don't often take rideshare, so being alone with a strange driver often put me a bit on edge, but This guy had a pretty boring car and a very standard look about him. He looked a little like my brother even. Young, clean kept, listening to jazz. Nothing that screamed, you know. You need to micromanage this trip. When we arrived, the driver tried to wake me up by calling to me from the front, but I was in too deep of a sleep and I couldn't fully distinguish it from my dream. Finally, he awkwardly jimmied my leg to wake me up and kept saying, "Ma'am, we're here now." I was embarrassed that I'd been that out of it, so I just gave a hurried thanks. I booked it out of the car and into the building. As I looked around, I began to realize nothing was what I had expected of an office park. I had seen a street view of the building when I first looked up the business, and it had appeared to be a strip mall plaza. The further I went, the more loudly alarm bells were ringing in my gut. The structure was semi-dilapidated, and it was pitch black dark past the entryway. I expected some lights to be off in the nighttime, but not the whole building. I skittered across the concrete foundation, compromising what was left of the lobby area. I told myself they must be renovating, and I followed signs for the stairs. After what felt like ages, but was probably just a few minutes, all I had passed was construction equipment, a couple of locked doors, and some smashed windows. I was certain I was not going to find a medical office, and figured maybe I had mixed up the address. I took out my phone to double check, but once I got it out of airplane mode, I could barely get a signal. I kept moving around in the building, pacing, looking for a stronger signal. I eventually confirmed in my text that I had written down the correct address just by scrolling back, which didn't require service. Since I had only been inside for a few minutes at most, I figured I should try and get in touch with the driver, because if I enter the correct address, then it was only fair he should continue my ride to the correct place and save me the added fees of calling a second trip, considering this was all his mix-up. The app was taking forever to load with my slow service, but before I could get to a cloud of reception, I heard a rustling sound in the lower level of the building. I was on the top floor, and the only stairwell I was aware of was the one I had taken up, so it would force me into the middle of the building. There was no way to exit this situation without encountering whoever was downstairs. In an abandoned building in the latest hours of the night, I figured the chances were high that it was just a tweaker, and I had no desire to try slipping past a tweaker, especially when it was late enough that they were probably on something. I tried to get a text out to a group of friends with my address and a request to call 911 to help me get from the property, because I didn't feel safe walking in that neighborhood at night, and I didn't have enough reception to call a new ride. But the message wasn't sending. Reception was too weak. So I gave up on getting my phone going, and I started checking for another stairwell, or even a window with balconies, or dumpsters that could be used to exit the second floor as a last resort, in the event whoever was downstairs came upstairs. I scrambled over to a door with a stair sign on it, but the stairs were completely dilapidated, and it was essentially just a straight drop down to the first floor. At that point, the worst case scenario began to unfold. I heard whoever was downstairs begin making their way up the stairs. I thought fast and figured based on my walkabout that the floor was basically a giant loop, so I'd have to wait for whoever this was to come up the stairs, wait for them to come all the way up, and then sprint the opposite direction of where they were going, and try to get down the stairs and out of the building in time to make it to the road without encountering them. I was not anticipating being chased or anything, but I didn't want to piss off a druggie or have a homeless person who might be living there feel as though I trespassed and become hostile towards me, or even have any sort of interaction that could possibly occur at that hour in an abandoned industrial park. I held my breath for what felt like 5 minutes, but was likely closer to just 30 seconds, and the person appeared at the top of the stairs. To my great relief, it was just the Uber driver. I figured he had come back for me, realizing he had left me in the wrong spot, a place that could have worked out to be dangerous. So I came out from the beam I was hidden behind, and I started to wave him down. But then I processed. There was no way for him to realize this had been the wrong address. My stomach lurched forward, and my blood chilled to slush.
Bro, this story looks fire. You know what I mean? Bro, I ain't even got to hear none of it yet.
Anxious and paranoid self. It's the premise for a horror story or thriller, where you shout out the stupid and trusting... I work in food service, front of house, so in the early days of the pandemic, with the restaurants being closed, I was taking work wherever I could find it. An old friend clued me into a medical office that needed someone to come in and do a bit of light.
Oh, Zombie Beast 2 is sick. Oh, man, what you got, like malaria, laryngitis? Ooh, get well soon, Zombie Beast 2. Poor guy. Look at him throwing up in the chat. Aw, poor guy. Him needs a hug. Someone else hug him.
Light filing. I was able to go in at night to limit direct contact with people.
Mr. Pickles alt.
So I jumped at the opportunity right away. Ironically, the medical office job had been the safest that I had been offered thus far, COVID-wise. I wanted to avoid the bus if I could, due to crowds, so I decided to swing for a rideshare app. I headed in at almost 3 a.m. because it was after the cleaning crew had left. I was kicking myself for being so cautious though, because I was exhausted. I stumbled onto the block looking for my ride, and to my tired self's great relief, the car spotted me almost immediately and pulled up asking, "Uber?" While I cluelessly wandered up and down the street searching.
Hey, what's up, Chaos BBX?
The ride was taking a while, but I'd only just moved here last year, so I'm not familiar with all the surrounding areas, and I thought nothing of it. I was pretty alert at first, so I was trying to pass the time by playing games on my phone and stuff. But the car didn't have a compatible phone charger, and I wasn't sure the building would have one, so I wanted to save my battery to be able to call a ride back. I shut my phone down into airplane mode and eventually drifted off from a combination of tiredness and boredom. I don't often take rideshares, so being alone with a strange driver often put me a bit on edge, but this guy had a pretty boring car and a very standard look about him. He looked a little like my brother even. Young, clean-kept, listening to jazz. Nothing that screamed, you know. You need to micromanage this trip. When we arrived, the driver tried to wake me up by calling to me from the front, but I was in too deep of a sleep and I couldn't fully distinguish
Sprite, man. It's
from my
delicious.
dream. Finally, he awkwardly jimmied my leg to wake me up and
hey,
kept
what's up,
saying,
RDE, bro?
Ma'am, we're here now. I was embarrassed that I'd been that out of it, so I just gave a hurried thanks. I booked it out of the car and into the building. As I looked around, I began to realize nothing was what I had expected of an office park. I had seen a street view of the building when I first looked up the business, and it had appeared to be a strip mall plaza. The further I went, the more loudly alarm bells were ringing in my gut. The structure was semi-dilapidated, and it was pitch black dark past the entryway. I expected some lights to be off in the nighttime, but not the whole building. I skittered across the concrete foundation, compromising what was left of the lobby area. I told myself they must be renovating, and I followed signs for the stairs. After what felt like ages, but was probably just a few minutes, all I had passed was construction equipment, a couple of locked doors, and some smashed windows. I was certain I was not going to find a medical office, and figured maybe I had mixed up the address. I took out my phone to double check, but once I got it out of airplane mode, I could barely get a signal. I kept moving around in the building, pacing, looking for a stronger signal. I eventually confirmed in my text that I had written down the correct address just by scrolling back, which didn't require service. Since I had only been inside for a few minutes at most, I figured I should try and get in touch with the driver, because if I enter the correct address, then it was only fair he should continue my ride to the correct place and save me the added fees of calling a second trip, considering this was all his mix-up. The app was taking forever to load with my slow service, but before I could get to a cloud of reception, I heard a rustling sound in the lower level of the building. I was on the top floor, and the only stairwell I was aware of was the one I had taken up, so it would force me into the middle of the building. There was no way to exit the situation without encountering whoever was downstairs. In an abandoned building in the latest hours of the night, I figured the chances were high that it was just a tweaker, and I had no desire to try slipping past a tweaker, especially when it was late enough that they were probably on something. I tried to get a text out to a group of friends with my address and a request to call 911 to help me get from the property, because I didn't feel safe walking in that neighborhood at night, and I didn't have enough reception to call a new ride. But the message wasn't sending. Reception was too weak. So I gave up on getting my phone going, and I started checking for another stairwell, or even a window with balconies, or dumpsters that could be used to exit the second floor as a last resort, in the event whoever was downstairs came upstairs. I scrambled over to a door with a stair sign on it, but the stairs were completely dilapidated, and it was essentially just a straight drop down to the first floor. At that point, the worst case scenario began to unfold. I heard whoever was downstairs begin making their way up the stairs. I thought fast and figured based on my walkabout that the floor was basically a giant loop, so I'd have to wait for whoever this was to come up the stairs, wait for them to come all the way up, and then sprint the opposite direction of where they were going, and try to get down the stairs and out of the building in time to make it to the road without encountering them. I was not anticipating being chased or anything, but I didn't want to piss off a druggie or have a homeless person who might be living there feel as though I trespassed and become hostile towards me, or even have any sort of interaction that could possibly occur at that hour in an abandoned industrial park. I held my breath for what felt like 5 minutes, but was likely closer to just 30 seconds, and the person appeared at the top of the stairs. To my great relief, it was just the Uber driver. I figured he had come back for me, realizing he had left me in the wrong spot, a place that could have worked out to be dangerous. So I came out from the beam I was hidden behind, and I started to wave him down. But then I processed. There was no way for him to realize this had been the wrong address. My stomach lurched forward, and my blood chilled to slush. I made eye contact with him very briefly, and he was completely calm and composed, but breathing pretty heavily and blocking the stairwell down. On a normal, rational day, as an outside observer, I could think of a dozen innocent reasons he must have returned. But in that moment, standing across from him, I just knew in my gut that this was someone with ill intent. I can't remember much more from the ensuing few minutes, operating solely on muscle memory and instinct. I Superman dove for the second stairwell's opening and just let myself fall down the drop. Thankfully, I don't think he'd seen where I'd gone at first, and though I was in too much pain to know it then, plenty was bruised, but nothing was completely broken. I scrambled up and threw myself at anything that seemed like I could be the...
Jessica Allen, tell me what video you like of mine the most, and I'll give your twin brother a shout out. You know, it's just me just shouting out his name, but yeah.
Door. It was too dark to tell. I was
It's 10:45
disoriented
where you
from
guys
the
are?
fall, and I wasn't in a calm enough mindset to think to use my phone flashlight.
Oh.
Plus, in hindsight, some part of me
Yeah,
probably
Rachel
knew it
Bateman, this
called
would
too
be
much attention to my
terrifying.
location. Just before I was able to reach the door, it flew open with a blinding light beaming straight into my eyes. My first thought, though not totally coherent, was, there's another one of these guys. Ugh. And I stumbled backward, trying to find something to hide behind. Before I could, a voice called out. Alright, this is the police department. Everyone get on your knees with your hands in the air. I didn't believe it was the police at first.
I would like
was
Venom.
in such a fight or flight mode, and I had
I would
already
like
committed
regular
to flight
Venom.
that I continued looking for ways to get out. But he kept shining the flashlight right at me as I teetered around and yelled, "Hey, I sat on the ground, right now. Hands out. Hands out where I can see them." He sounded so authoritative that I just automatically did exactly as he asked. He approached me and finally shined the light away from me. It took a second to get my night vision, but once I did, I could see that he was actually a police officer. I tried to explain what was happening, but first he started asking me all these questions, and that, combined with what just happened and my fear of the driver coming back, all snowballed into me being unable to form a single articulate sentence. He was even asking easy questions like, "Can you tell me your name? Do you have any knives, needles, or anything that could poke me? Would you rather talk in here or outside?" And my total stunned babbling in response at first led him to believe I was on something. He directed me out to his car, and once I was safely out of the building, I was able to start getting my bearings just a little. I sat on the edge of the back seat of the squad car, with the door open facing out, while he stood across from me and asked the same questions again. The first thing I could think of was, "Did my friends call you? What did they tell you?" And he explained no, nobody called him. He was patrolling the area and noticed a car idling outside of this building that's known to be condemned. And nobody's supposed to be inside, and when they are, they're not up to no good. He was launching into a speech about how if I'd gone to shoot up or meet a John, he had resources he could direct me to, and this was not an ideal place to do either of those things, and asking if I had somewhere safe to stay that night. But I was stuck on something else he'd said. Finally it all clicked. The car. I spilled my whole rideshare story into a frantic word vomit. He looked around and the car wasn't there anymore. The officer guessed the guy had driven off while we were talking inside the building.
Shout out to Jimmy, yo.
He asked me all the details I remembered, and I told him, but there weren't many. I'd been too tired when the ride started to track much, but the other officer realized I could pull up my Uber app and I could get all the information. There wasn't really enough reception in there, even outdoors, so we sped down the road, and once I had enough bars, the app roared to life, and I had 4 missed notifications from Uber. They said, "Hello, I've arrived, and I don't see you. Can you confirm the pickup address is correct? And I'm flashing my hazards." And finally, "Unfortunately, your driver had to cancel." At first, I thought the driver was so cunning as to pick me up while sending these fake messages and canceling so the GPS wouldn't track us, knowing I wouldn't notice because I was asleep with my phone off. But instead, I checked the car details, checked again, and it was definitely not the same driver. The person who driven me there had not been my Uber. My driver was somewhere else on the street when this guy pulled up to me. The policeman took my statement and said they would keep an eye out for the guy, but the best I could give them to go off was basically young-looking Caucasian man with brown hair, sideburns, goatee, and four-door sedan, wearing a zip-up sweatshirt. Maybe he had a hood.
Damn.
Which is like 1 out of every 4 guys in the city. I feel so blessed to have survived this near miss. Suffice to say, I do not take rideshare services anymore. Quadruple check your license plate and driver's name. You just never know.
Damn. That's wild. Almost got herself Craigslisted.
About 2 weeks ago, I booked an Airbnb in another country. I was going there for a concert. The room was cheap, so I knew I wasn't going to stay in a 5-star hotel, but it was only for one night, so I didn't mind as long as I had a bed. To start off, it already wasn't a great trip because my data roaming apparently didn't work in that country at all. I logged into a cafe Wi-Fi and planned my route in advance as best as I could. Managed to be at the house in time, rang the only bell and waited.
That's what's up. Where did you gift me the movie Venom at, Jonathan the Gamer? That's really cool.
Nobody came out. I repeatedly rang it and waited for 5 minutes. I noticed the door had a slot for mail and looked through it. I was shocked to see an entrance that looked like an abandoned barn. A super dusty couch right in front of the door, pieces of furniture covered in cloth, very dirty and extremely old.
One time I had an Uber driver offer me butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying? It would have been way more flattering had it been a female, gonna edit that one out.
I usually love old houses, but that just didn't look like a house that was in use or prepared for guests at all. I wondered if I was at the wrong house and what to do now, as a super old, unwashed looking guy walked towards the door from the street. I asked him if
you got
he
me
knew
the
where
Venom skin on
Airbnb
Fortnite.
was.
I appreciate you, bros. That's
He mumbled
awesome.
something, which I interpreted as positive. So I asked him if he was Tim.
How bad
their
was the
host.
Uber driver?
He said yes, and opened the door for me. Well, I already described the entrance. The centerpiece was definitely the super old, creaky staircase that led to the upper part of the house. I followed him upstairs. He was heaving and coughing and stinking of cigarettes, which wasn't exactly pleasant, but alright. The second floor was also abandoned looking, super dark with clustered furniture hung with cloth and randomly thrown together, and a
What's up,
super
Andy
creepy
Peterson?
curtain that I couldn't catch a glimpse behind.
Yeah, it was
another stair up.
It was an L.
We're in my hallway.
Wasn't good.
Which was honestly the worst one. Cracks in the walls, old rule paintings,
But
and
I wasn't
bosses
mad at
hung
it.
up
Could've
next
been
to them.
worse.
It seriously looked like the set of a horror movie. I usually don't have a problem with decor like that. I'm kind of goth, so anything darkly inclined is my jam, but everything looked so badly taken care of that I got major creepo vibes from this house. He showed me the bathroom, which had a huge hole missing in the bathtub tiling and the wall. Everything looked super dirty. He showed me to my bedroom, which was honestly okay. There were just a lot of creepy dolls on the shelves that threw me off, but the bed seemed fine. I asked him if they had Wi-Fi, and he said no, which really sucked. I really hoped they would have, because that meant I would have no way to communicate in there.
Damn.
I also asked him when checkout was the next day. He then said, it doesn't matter. He then dragged himself up to the 4th story, which was in complete pitch black darkness, by the way, so that gave me very weird vibes.
Damn.
I definitely didn't want to get into the shower, so I just quickly changed
Run
and
for your
charged
life,
my
slut.
phone. When I went to the bathroom, I realized I didn't even notice the creepiest part. There were no locks at all. Not for the bathroom. And
Yo, Cuddly Panda. Yo, she says, damn, I want to donate, but my PayPal is being a damn boob. Yep. Well, on the bright side, I also have a Cash App. Yeah, I'm saying Cash App is the second best way to super chat to your boy. My Cash Apps is Gia. Yeah, I'm saying, if you guys do send anything through my Cash App, it comes directly to my phone. I get a real loud notification and it pop up on the screen. And it is at that point that, We gonna edit that out.
Not from my room. I also noticed that there were so many half-used items that someone who looked like the guest before me had left there, like shower gels, toothbrushes, and toothpaste. A random lash curler just lay abandoned on the shelf. Not like a here you go for your use in case you forgot yours way, but it just looked like someone left it and nobody bothered to clean it. I already made my mind up that I would definitely not stay the night in this house. My mind was just spinning scenarios. What if all these products were left by the people before me? And why did nobody leave horrendous reviews? I was super spooked. I seriously debated if I should take all my shit to the concert, because it didn't feel safe in the slightest. But my back was really hurting from my heavy backpack, so I just took my satchels and left the room as soon as I could. Not without sliding a folded paper under the door, so I'd see if someone tried to open it in my absence. When I was coming down the staircase, I heard someone turning a key in the front door. I was a bit confused, but in the advert, it said that a couple lived there, so I expected to see the wife or girlfriend of the guy I'd already met. Instead, a middle-aged man enters and says, "Hey, I'm Tim." All I could think of, then, who the fuck is the other guy? I was shitting myself inside, but I had brief small talk with him, and finally left the house.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Jessica. You'll be alright.
Luckily, I made it in time to the venue, and the concert was worth it. Afterwards, I was so tired that I knew I couldn't stay awake for the whole night, so I checked into a hostel. That was also not perfectly clean, but at least they had Wi-Fi, a proper shower, and a door that had a lock. The next day I got thrown out at 10 a.m., so I made my way to get the rest of my stuff. I don't know why, but I checked the mail slot again and jumped back. The old guy was just snoring on the couch directly in front of the entrance door. I tried my best not to wake him up and snuck into my room to get my stuff. The door hadn't been opened, thankfully, and I finally left this godforsaken place. I don't know if I overreacted, but honestly, from the two Tims to the missing logs, a checkout that didn't matter. If I assumed the worst, this would have been the perfect setup to assault or murder someone. In the best case scenario, nothing would have happened, but I probably would have had panic attacks all night. Usually I love solo traveling, but this was just too much.
How do I use the Cash App? So you would make a Cash App and then you would type in my name, and then if you type in how to use Cash App on YouTube, I feel like that'd be real good. Yeah. If you type that in, they'll give you an instructional on how to use Cash App. YouTube is far more resourceful than we could ever have imagined. Let's see, the forest is the dumping grounds for Twisted Psycho. That is kind of good. 3 small choices that changed everything. Perhaps the most dense killers of all time. Okay, yeah, this could be funny.
Today's video is about a young man who develops a mysterious sickness, which doctors eventually realize is this disease that is so rare that in the last 100 years, it's only ever been documented 3 times. However, how he got this illness is far more horrifying than any of his symptoms. But before we get into that story, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious delivered on the afternoon of July 29th, 2016, a 23-year-old college student named Felix stood in the break room of the industrial manufacturing company.
We're going to watch a little bit of this, but I'm going to jump into some fail on it.
He poured some cereal into a bowl, and then he took his carton of milk out of the communal fridge, and then with the cereal and his milk, he sat down at a table with 2 of his coworkers. So Felix was studying to become an engineer, and that was his primary focus. And on his breaks from school, he would work here as a machine mechanic. But as a result of that,
what's up, Dragonheart? 1866
side gig, it made him one of the youngest people at this company. And so oftentimes, Felix had a hard time relating to his coworkers.
Yeah, Mr. Ballin, he makes good videos.
A lot older than him. And in fact, now, as he sat down to eat his cereal, the 2 coworkers that were sitting there already, these 2 men named Otto and Klaus, who were in their 50s, it's like they didn't even look up and acknowledge him. They just continued silently eating their sandwiches as if Felix wasn't even there. At first, Felix put up with the fact that this lunch break so far was pretty awkward. Like there was no conversation happening here. He definitely felt like he did not belong here. Eventually, the silence was
But
deafening.
yo, everything you guys super
Felix
chat
just couldn't
through,
stand
it all goes
And
to
so he said to
upgrading
his
our
coworkers,
streaming
Klaus and
setup.
Otto,
Yeah, I'm
"Hey,
saying
guys,
that way we blue screen way less, and we're able to play far more graphically challenging games, like games that are more graphically demanding, like in Mortal Kombat 1 and or Marvel Rivals.
How's the day going?" And Klaus looked up and stared at Felix, and he just shrugged, said nothing, and went back to eating his food. Now, Klaus, admittedly, was known as sort of a loner employee who kind of kept to himself, so this behavior was
Yo,
somewhat
appreciate
normal,
you,
although
Apex.
somewhat off-putting to Felix, who's trying to obviously start a conversation here. But then Otto, he looked up, and he looked at Felix, and he was about to say something, but then paused, and this grimace came over his face, and he just said to Felix,
Yo,
"You know
yo.
what? I'm not having a
That's
good
what's
day.
up, Apex.
My head hurts.
Yeah, I mean,
my stomach
you,
hurts. I feel tired.
RDE
I feel kind
King,
of awful." And so now
Jonathan the
Felix is
Gamer.
like, "Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
sorry,
glad
Otto,
you guys
I-
are part of the
I don't
mod
know what to
squad.
tell you.
Like,
That's tough."
yo,
And
Reggie
the three
side,
men
you know what
just
I'm
kinda
saying?
went
You
back
guys
to
have good
eating and
energy. The
back to
Masked King,
silence.
Shaggy Rogers.
Now, Felix didn't know how to make this any less awkward, and so he
For
just
real,
went
for
back to
real.
eating his cereal in silence, and then when he was done, he got up and left the awkward break room. But Felix had only been back to his job for a couple of minutes when suddenly he felt this intense stomach cramp that made him double over in pain. Now, Felix actually was somewhat accustomed to getting cramps like this one because he was lactose intolerant. And typically, if he consumed dairy shortly thereafter, he would get these stabbing pains in his stomach. That's actually why he kept a carton of his own milk in the
That's what's up, yo.
fridge that was lactose free.
Yeah.
And so suddenly, Felix wondered if maybe he had accidentally grabbed the wrong milk when he had poured his cereal just now. Had he grabbed regular milk, causing this pain? And so as a wave of nausea came over him, Felix
I
sprinted
subscribe
back
to your
into
channel.
the
That's
break
what's
room,
up.
opened up the
Yeah,
container
heart shapes
fridge
to
to
RDE
see if
King.
he had grabbed the wrong milk.
Yeah.
But he saw there was actually only one container of milk in the fridge, and it was his, the lactose-free kind. And so he had no idea what was actually causing these cramps because it couldn't have been dairy. But at this point, Felix was just so nauseous that all he could think about now was the fact that he could no longer work today. He had to go home. And so Felix told his supervisor he had to go, and then he rushed out to his car, he sped home, and barely made it into his bathroom in time in order to vomit into the toilet. And after he vomited, he felt a little bit better, and so he wiped his mouth, and he stood up straight, took a deep breath, and then he went to the sink and he splashed some water on his face.
I like that
and he
you
grabbed the
always help
towel,
me,
and He
bros.
went to dry his face, and as he did, he noticed something. He noticed the tips of his fingers were now tingling, like his hands were going numb. And so reflexively, he put down the hand towel and began flexing and opening and closing his hands over and over again to increase the circulation.
Understandable,
to his
Cuddly
fingers,
Panda.
to maybe get the feeling back, but nothing he did seemed to help. And at this point, Felix couldn't help but feel a little bit scared. Now, stomach cramps and nausea were somewhat normal symptoms for him, considering, again, he was lactose intolerant. Those were normal symptoms of illness. But losing circulation in your hands was not something he was used to. This was something else. And so even though Felix was an adult, he was 23 years old, his first thought was, I gotta call my mom. And so that's what he did. If you don't know this, late last year, we launched a brand new, strange, dark, and mysterious show called Mr. Ballen's on his mother's
Yeah, I watch scary videos. You know what I mean?
advice. He had gone to
They're
see
back
his
that
doctor,
way.
and his doctor had told him that he was very likely just overworked, and he prescribed Felix some vitamins and rest. But those two things had not helped Felix. In fact, really, his symptoms had only gotten worse. He was still nauseous, and that tingling feeling he had felt in his hands had
That's
now
cool, Andrew
extended
Peterson.
all the
Don't
way
worry
up
about it,
into his
bros.
forearms. And so as a result of this mystery illness afflicting Felix,
I love the energy both
he had not
of you
been
guys
able to
bring.
go back to work.
Yeah,
And
appreciate
he had
the
spent
compliment,
better part
Apex.
of the last 2 weeks just lying miserably in bed. But this morning, he was determined to get out of bed, take a shower, have a
Yep,
real
I
meal,
watched,
and basically just have a
Top
normal
5.
day. And so it started relatively well. He managed to, prop himself up and get out of bed. But as he staggered his way towards the bathroom, he lost his balance and had to grab onto the door to keep from falling to the ground. After steadying himself, Felix did attempt to keep walking towards the bathroom, but it was like the commands from his brain were not reaching his legs. And so he kept slipping and staggering and almost falling. And so eventually he just turned around to go back to bed, but immediately he kind of collapsed to the ground and had to literally crawl
That's what's up, Cuddly
painstakingly
Panda.
back to the bed.
Appreciate you, yo.
And then when he had finally pulled himself back on there, he pulled out his phone and called his mom again. But this time, he was not calling for advice. He was calling for help. He he needed her to drive him to the hospital. Later that afternoon, Felix laid in a hospital bed with his mother to his left and an emergency room neurologist to his right. The neurologist had heard about Felix's symptoms, and she was now performing a preliminary examination, which really consisted of lots of questions about Felix's drug use, about, a history of neurological problems in their family, had he had any recent head injuries. But basically all the questions she was asking him, he said no to. There weren't any precursors to him having these issues. Next, the neurologist poked Felix's arms to see what he could feel, because he was complaining of numbness and tingling. But it was kind of like wherever she poked in his arms, he couldn't really feel it. It was like the tingling sensation had totally taken over both arms. That's all he could feel. After that, she measured his muscle reflexes in his legs and also shined a light in both his eyes. And then after that, she put her tools down and she looked at Felix with a very worried expression on her face. She said that based on Felix's symptoms, she thought that some part of his nervous system, like his brain or his spinal cord, might be inflamed. And this type of inflammation can lead to things like nausea, numbness, and loss of coordination, all things Felix had been experiencing. And this inflammation could be caused by a number of different infections or an autoimmune reaction. But to know for sure, she would have to run some more tests. And so she advised Felix to be admitted to the hospital. 6 days later, the neurologist went to check in on Felix, who was still at the hospital. And as soon as she walked into his room and saw Felix,
that's what's up, Jessica Allen.
His body was limp, his face was swollen, and his eyes were sort of glazed over, like he was staring off.
Jessica Allen, how did you first find my channel?
Doctors had run imaging scans on Felix and had discovered that his brain and brainstem were inflamed, like the neurologist had suspected. But the neurologist could not figure out why this was happening. Typically,
Top 5 scary videos of ghosts and creepy mysteries. You decide. This next video comes from a very odd source. It was originally part of a commercial ad campaign for the travel website Expedia, but a very observant Reddit user named INOLOL immediately spotted something very disturbing in the video. Take a look. Now, you probably didn't notice anything, and neither did I at first glance. But watch again, keeping a close eye on the lady in black. Did you see it?
Not a goddamn thing.
We'll take one last look with a close-up on the lady in black and her reflection on the wall. In the reflection, she seems to take a look toward the man in the video, but her actual body seems to remain completely still. Now, this could be an optical illusion or possibly an editing mistake, but the fact that everything else around her seems to move normally makes it especially creepy. Reddit user Baked Potato posted a bizarre video to the R-Ghost subreddit. He says that years ago, his friend Kim toured the haunted Limp Mansion in St. Louis, Missouri.
Haunted Limp
Kim recorded
Mansion.
a video on her phone
Classical.
that caught something chilling.
Yo guys, type a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me and the video at the same time. Type a 2 in the chat if I need to fix or adjust some of the audio.
Now, here I'll quote someone quoting me from this very video's Reddit comments. Did you see it? A shadow figure in a hat seems to appear right in front of a brightly lit window. But when she pans back, nothing there.
I didn't see that shit.
What makes this video even more compelling is that it was filmed on a very old phone.
Damn.
And Reddit user Baked Potato says that the video can't even be removed from the original cell phone.
Damn.
So it would be very hard to fake. But is it a ghost caught on camera or an optical illusion? Or, to quote another Reddit poster on this thread, is this real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Hey, that's what's up, Cuddly Panda.
Separation
Hey,
anxiety.
what's up, Caden Oviet? Hey, what's up,
Paranormal
Alexis
explorer
Corral?
and
What's up,
YouTuber Ricky
Devontae Edwards?
Velasquez and fellow ghost hunter Nighty travel to a remote location to do a live ghost hunt on YouTube. The building they investigate appears to be a long abandoned log cabin with missing floors and crumbling ceilings. About 18 minutes into their live exploration, they begin to hear something. Ricky and Nighty can hear a low humming sound that almost sounds like the voice of a woman. But it's not over yet.
Pensé que había sido tú, que estabas murmurando o algo.
Ay, Ricky, no.
Seriously creeped out, but positive that they are not alone,
Understandable,
Ricky sets
Cuddly
up his
Panda.
Kinect camera. He asks the ghostly presence to show itself.
Toma mi energía para que te puedas acercar. Manifiéstate.
Ricky. Ay, Ricky. Ricky, no, Ricky. Ricky.
Madre, eso es eso, güey. ¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué putas madres es esas madres?
They watch as what appear to be the terrifying figures of a woman and child holding hands emerge from the pitch black to stare at them. The figures simply stand in the doorway and watch before silently disappearing back into the darkness.
Ooh.
When Ricky and fellow ghost hunter Nighty reach the area and look around with their flashlights, they don't find anything that could explain what they and their live audience just witnessed. Determined to find an explanation, Ricky continues using the Kinect camera.
Yo te ofrendo de mi energía. Manifiéstate, por favor.
Ay, Ricky, no, Ricky.
Now, if you're wondering in this clip why Ricky runs to the opposite side of where the figures seem to disappear, that's because Ricky's Kinect camera is mirrored from what you see in real life. So on the Kinect, when it looks like the figures are moving towards the right side of the screen, they are actually moving to the left.
Yeah, I wouldn't want no ghosts or demons in my house either, bro. You're smart, Caden. Yeah, I got the hell out of there too, Cuddly Panda.
So, what do you think? Real or fake? You decide. You can watch more of this creepy investigation over on Ricky Velasquez's YouTube channel. Caught on camera. Talented photographer Martin Navejas is not a ghost hunter or urban explorer. He sometimes takes artistic photos of models in abandoned locations and records the photo shoots for his YouTube channel. Martin decides to film a tour of one of his favorite photo shoot locations to show his friends and followers. But the location is an old abandoned decaying church. It didn't go well.
Part 3 of my favorite place to shoot. It's a little dark outside. It's pretty cloudy. It's rained all day today. I'm going to show you guys my favorite place to go. Downstairs in what I call the Red Room. The Red Room is a place I go once I'm done shooting for the day. Just to kind of look at pictures, see if I need to retake anything, re-edit anything. I'll show you why it's called the Red Room. It's pretty cool. When you turn the light off during the day, got a nice tint of red. I'll show you. It's a little dark now, but can't see. Come down here, it's peaceful, it's quiet. Oh my god.
The shadowy shape of what looks like a man is sitting slumped down in a chair, all alone in the dark. Startled, Martin turns off his flashlight. But then he turns it back on again just to make sure. The man is now sitting straight upright. He jumps out of his chair and begins to chase Martin.
Oh my god.
Luckily, Martin escapes unharmed. So, do you think this is a paranormal entity lurking in the abandoned church? Or just a creepy homeless man? Let me know what you think. Ghosts of all sizes. Popular Chinese live streamer Zhao Long, who I've featured in previous top 5s, is back in another creepy exploration with one of his friends, Zhao Jin. After a long 4-hour drive to what looks like the middle of nowhere, the live stream starts with the two friends lightheartedly joking around.
哎呦我，我去啊，这什么花呀？别摸，这玩意儿有剧毒，你不知道啊？戴手套了。五颜六色的东西你不能碰，老师他妈没教你啊！别他妈整，这他妈的二逼呀、这是绝情草，你傻逼似的。绝情草，绝情草，绝情草没事，我就怕绝经。绝，操你妈，个傻屌！
Yeah, you gotta
However,
definitely bring a
the
church
fun
cross with you,
doesn't
bro.
last long. As they begin to explore the empty building, things quickly take a turn for the worse.
You don't need more than Jesus.
咱俩他妈开车最少得开他妈的4个小时。
Yeah, am I the only one seeing the demonic logo on the floor? No, we saw it.
我操你妈的！哎呦我操！
That's what's up, Cuddly Panda.
哎呦我操！我操！打扰你们。哎呦我操！我操了！
Unless it's a homeless ghost, Devontae Edwards. Understandable.
没打着我他妈吓死了！我操！操这鞋咋的？这逼玩意儿咋能掉呢？操了！
So you have to be careful. You drop the whole thing on his ass.
Last, Xiao Long and his friend Zhao Jin still dismiss it as a simple, odd coincidence. They continue their exploration through the dark hallways, but soon get another unexpected interruption.
Of course it is, Cuddly. Yeah, that ghost definitely probably doesn't want him here, Caden.
They run outside to safety and Zhao Jin has had enough. After a short break, Zhao Long presses that they should continue their live investigation. When they re-enter the building, their live stream viewers spot something truly terrifying.
Uh-oh.
哎呦我操你妈呀！ 这他妈能踩去我？操你妈！我都不敢踩，有点儿。这底下是空的。
Did you see it?
No.
The two scared explorers didn't, but after reading some disturbing comments on their live chat, they make a frightening discovery.
What'd they discover?
Oh, you! What's happening, man?
Nigga, is that a ghost in lingerie? Ooh.
On a screenshot sent in by one of Xiaolong's fans, a tall, pale figure can be seen staring at them from one of the top windows. What makes this even more bizarre is that when they investigate the area where the creepy apparition was spotted, they realize how freakishly tall it must have been.
No.
我操你妈！
But
Ghost trying to get sexy for camera.
Truly bizarre.
我操你妈！我操你妈！ 我操你妈！我操！我啊啊！
Yo, wild.
小叶。
Yo, man, we ain't gonna have y'all arguing up in the chat. You know what I mean?
小叶。
That's wild. Bro, homie.
Some small dark thing seems to appear out of thin air right before their eyes.
I mean, it could be
then,
worse.
Just as quickly, it's gone. Terrified, they run out of the building and head home.
Get out of there, get in the car, and drive.
You can watch Xiaolong's full live stream ghost hunts on his channel on a Chinese live streaming site. The link is in the video description. Room for one more.
Room
now in
for
this next
rent.
video, there's just a lot going on. Facebook user Rick Wade posted a video on his Facebook page with the description, "Do you see something strange in this video?" He claims that while there was a wedding party going on downstairs, he could hear a female voice coming from an upstairs bedroom.
That's good that you're getting off break.
The voice seemed
Well,
to be humming.
it'd be good if you had more of a break, but it's good that I like
Rick
that you're
goes
staying
upstairs and
productive.
takes
I
out
like
his
that you're working
phone
hard,
and
Lindsay.
starts recording.
For real. That can't be good.
When Rick reviews his footage later, he spots two chilling occurrences that he didn't notice at the time. First, what looks to be a small child can be seen in the corner of the closet, standing there motionless. Then, as he pans to the right, we see a quick glimpse of what looks to be the edge of a green dress passing by Rick as he films the bedroom. Rick says that he was alone upstairs and that the closet was empty. The mysterious footage remains unexplained. Thanks for watching. You can submit or suggest videos at nukestop5@gmail.com.
That mug was wild, bruh. Jesus, take the wheel.
Top 5 Ghosts caught on camera. Grammar School Ghosts. Once again, we have another video from popular Mexican ghost hunter, Eric Gunner. In this video, Eric is investigating a school where students and teachers have been seeing some very bizarre things.
Pues vamos a explorar aquí en una escuela. Ya les había comentado que me habían dicho unas personas desde hace tiempo, bastante tiempo, que querían que exploráramos en esta escuela porque pues ya habían dicho ellos que hay, pues digamos como avistamientos de niñas que aparecen aquí. Y entonces pues yo la verdad no sé qué pensar. Yo digo, al final del día ya desde que empecé a hacer esto, ya no como... Bueno, sí, creyente, ¿no?
At first, Eric and his friend aren't finding much.
Ya llevamos de 3 a 4 salones, nada hasta ahorita. Y otro.
Yeah, I think you're right, Lindsay Noel. The heat wave is officially here in Las Vegas.
¿Qué mierda fue eso?
And almost as if on cue, things start to get weird. As they walk by the classrooms, they start to hear the sound of desks being moved around inside.
Eso no tiene nada que ver. Bueno, quiero yo pensar, ¿no? ¿Escuchó, no?
Se escucha un ruido, un quejido, no sé.
Yo escuché cómo se arrastraban
algo, ¿no?
Una mesa, una silla, ¿no?
They decide to check out the school restrooms where many students have reported seeing eerie, ghostly apparitions.
Baños.
They look through the girls' restroom, checking each stall.
Mujeres. Vamos a ver qué hay.
I can see that, Devontae Edwards. Yeah.
Nada.
Twilight Zone is mad funny. I knew it was hot over there in Vegas. Yeah.
¿Está cerrado?
It can be hot from time to time, the necklace.
Vamos a seguir al otro. Igual, lo mismo. Nada es. Este dice que no.
Understandable, Caden.
¿Sí está cerrado? Ah, está abierto. Igual nada. A ver ese de allá. Nada.
Supongo que este no servía por él.
¿El bote?
No, porque no.
Para jalar, ¿no? Vamos a ver. Ah, cuidado, baños. No, espérate.
They find nothing unusual, so they turn to leave. And this is where things get truly bizarre.
Al menos por lo que se ve, ya no pasa nada de todo esto. Vamos a ver. Pasa.
Did you see it?
Al menos por lo que se ve, ya no pasa nada de todo esto. Vamos a ver si se ven más cosas.
The guys don't notice it, but as they are leaving, a set of bare feet can be seen standing inside of one of the bathroom stalls. A stall that was empty only seconds before. But by far the most chilling shot Eric Gunner catches that night happens when he's casually panning his camera over the school parking lot.
Vamos a ver qué pasa.
Están esos salones de allá también.
Aquí de todos modos está grande.
Yeah, I would say Vegas has the best casinos.
Acá. Todo sí que está bastante grande.
Yeah, that just scared the hell out of me.
Watch again.
Acá. Todo sí que está bastante grande.
As Eric pans his camera across the empty parking lot, there's a little girl just standing there
There was
all
feet in the stall,
alone,
Caden.
staring up at them. As he pans back a few seconds later, no one there.
Acá. Todo sí que está bastante grande.
Be sure to head over to Eric Gunner's channel for his full video investigation. And if your Spanish isn't so good, like mine, you can turn on YouTube's auto-translate function, which actually isn't half bad for very basic Spanish. A shocking selfie. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Juanita Stam sent in the next video. She says that she believes a dark presence might haunt their Nevada home. Juanita's grandparents both passed away in the house, and she says that her brother used to claim to see a small girl in their yard who would mysteriously vanish into thin air. Juanita also claims that late at night she would occasionally hear chilling, unexplainable footsteps on the roof above her. So, Juanita says that one night when she was extremely inebriated, she came home and placed her phone on the nightstand table. And then, well, she pretty much just passed out. She says that she had been playing with her phone and didn't realize that she had accidentally started recording a video. A few odd noises can be heard in the video, as it seems Juanita might be murmuring in her sleep. But the truly creepy part is, something seems to be answering her back.
The fuck?
Someone or something seems to be quietly talking to Juanita, and she seems to respond, but the words are indiscernible. There even seems to be a low, angry hiss from the other voice. Now, these indistinct voices could easily be explained away, but about 6 minutes into the video, this. Some dark figure appears and disappears at superhuman speed.
The hell?
Juanita says that when she woke up in the morning, her phone was nowhere to be found. She assumed that she had simply misplaced it somewhere while in her intoxicated state. Cut to nearly 2 months later. Juanita is going through some of her old belongings and finds her lost phone. Mysteriously, it's at the bottom of a box that she hadn't looked in for months. She says that when she charged it back up, she found this chilling video on her lost phone.
Oh my God. Bro, don't slow it down. What the hell is that? I don't even know what that is.
From beyond. And now let's check out a video from the YouTube channel, The Vault Investigators. The group is investigating a house that is said to be inhabited by the ghost of a little girl. Now, the video starts out creepily enough, as their spirit box says the name Malcolm.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Absurd Horror? Yo, thanks for the compliment, bros. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing good as well, too.
Now, most importantly, it should be noted that the cameraman shooting
That'd be good
this
if I got a
footage,
poker table.
his name is actually Malcolm.
I'd rather play poker at the
this
casinos.
Seems like a bit more than
I like
a
poker at the
coincidence.
casinos, RDE.
But when the team sets their iPad on the floor and starts asking the ghost to manifest itself, then things get really strange.
Oh, I bet.
Did you see it?
Hell yeah, we saw it.
A creepy little pale hand, almost like that of a child, seems to reach up right out of the floor to touch the iPad screen. The direction of the hand movement seems very odd, and it seems to come from a very unnatural angle. So is this the hand of a ghost caught on camera?
Probably.
Or just what is this odd video anomaly?
Like that.
You decide.
Looks like the hand of Dobby, the house elf. It's free.
Meanwhile, on TikTok.
Not
now,
dolls.
most of you probably know the movie The Conjuring, but you might not know that many of the cast and crew reported experiencing odd supernatural activity during the filming of the movie. Star Patrick Wilson has done interviews where he claimed that he saw things mysteriously move around the set. And Vera Farmiga has gone on record with a very bizarre supernatural experience that occurred while filming. Well, it turns out the Conjuring set still exists, at least partially. TikTok user Nicole Martin works on the Warner Brothers studio lot, and she recorded this video.
So this is the stage where they filmed The Conjuring, and here's the hole in the stage that we made, but they also had one in The Conjuring. And a paranormal investigator actually went down here and investigated and heard her name being called. And it's really creepy.
And did you see it?
And here's the hole in the stage that we made, but they also had one in The Conjuring. And a paranormal investigator actually went down here and investigated and heard her name being called. And it's really creepy.
A pair of glowing eyes seems to be peering back at Nicole from the dark recesses as she films.
The fuck?
She didn't even notice what looks like creepy glowing eyes until it was pointed out to her by her TikTok viewers. But is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Nigga.
You decide. But not every TikTok scare is necessarily supernatural.
Chicos, son las 3 de la mañana, estoy escuchando ruidos súper extraños en el primer piso. Si quieres asesinarme, solo aplaude.
Because sometimes your so-called friends are just kinda evil. Shadows in the graveyard.
Yo, man, baby girl would have got laid out. Got punched right in her mouth, man. You know what I mean?
Over on the YouTube channel G-Teen Paranormal, Patty and her daughter Heather are exploring an allegedly very haunted cemetery. They set up a laser grid near the tombs so that they can capture any movement. And something moves.
All right, she saw something. Let me see.
Are you filming?
Yes, I am.
Look at this. I don't know if you can pick this up on your camera, but look to the right. You see a freaking shadow. Watch this. Right there.
Oh my God.
It's like something is walking through the freaking lights.
That's wild.
Oh my God.
Later, Patty hears a strange sound from within the cemetery, and they catch this.
Listen.
Never good to be at a cemetery at night.
Heather.
Did you see it?
I hear something. Oh, Heather.
Someone or something is moving around in the darkness. Patty and Heather get a little spooked and decide to continue their investigation from inside their car.
We got in the car. At this point, we really just don't feel safe. It's in our best interest to just go ahead and leave, but we are going to film our way out.
That friend that may have lost their jaw to my foot.
Quick little ride through here.
That's wild. Have I seen the clips of those cops going to the cemetery somewhere else and they ran? Yeah, that was funny.
Without even noticing, they catch the dark figure in the background again as they film from their car. And it's coming closer.
Hello, is there anybody out there with us?
That's a good idea.
Oh, I hear movement. Ooh.
What happened when you went to What happened when you went to the cemetery, RD?
Heather, it's getting closer. Go.
Now the figure is right in front of them.
What is that?
Heather, it's getting closer. Go.
Now the figure is right in front of them. Patty jerks her hands back in fright and actually knocks the battery out of her camera. As someone comes lurching out of the bushes, Patty and Heather decide it's time to just get out of there. So did they catch a ghost on camera? Or was it just some creepy person skulking around the graveyard? Patty and Heather say that they just don't know. So, what do you think? You can submit or suggest videos at nukestop5@gmail.com. See me get a... I'll see
Don't fear the Reaper, says Danny. That's funny. All right, type a 1 in the chat if you guys want to watch some Fail Army. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys want to watch some more scary clips. Type a 3 in the chat if you guys want me to play some scary video games. Type a 4 in the chat if you guys want me to play some Overwatch and or Fortnite. And which one's number 2? Guessing it is Fail Army. Let me know which one's number 2, guys. Oh, what it is, guys. It's your boy Blasphemous HD. And today we are here to check out none other than people falling over things, breaking themselves, and every once in a while, just plain catching themselves on fire. For this, I don't know what to call this yet. Let's do this. Number 2 is not. Number 2 might have been more scary clips. I think you guys might have been right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. we do got one more scary clip thingy to check out. Yeah.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The St. Charles Hotel. On the YouTube ghost hunting channel, The Haunted Side, lead investigator Patrick and his cameraman Jason are investigating the supposedly very haunted St. Charles Hotel in Carson City, Nevada. The hotel has
why are all these haunted places in Nevada?
Been in continuous operation for over 150 years. So obviously it's had its fair share of tragic events occurring inside its walls. Almost immediately, the Haunted Side guys begin to experience unexplained activity.
And we're going back in. I don't even see anything in here that's metal.
No, there's no debris.
Nothing changed.
Patrick and Jason head to the hotel's most haunted rooms to continue their investigation.
So we're standing out front of room 305 and 304. Which should we go first? 304? 304. And again, this is the floor where there's a lady from the 1800s that is seen around here a lot. So let's go see if we can talk to her.
And now, this is when things get truly bizarre.
Do you have something you want to say? Come and talk to us.
Floor is super creaky.
Yeah. That was weird. Is that you? I felt like a little touch, right? Like a little pressure.
Now, at first this clip might not seem that compelling, but right after Patrick is touched, watch what their night vision camera catches.
That was weird. Is that you?
Did you see it?
Oh.
Now, this chilling capture of a pale apparition might be a bit hard to see on a darker phone screen or a monitor.
Hey, what's
so
up, Phantom
I've
Wave
enhanced
100?
the video just a bit.
Yo, what's up, Tristan L?
But
What's
no,
up, Alexis?
nothing
What's
was
up, Cuddly?
added to the Haunted Side's original video. It has only been adjusted to highlight what was already there.
Never come to Vegas, Caden. Ever.
Is that you?
Oh.
Next, Patrick and Jason move to room 305, a room which is also said to be a hotbed of paranormal activity. They capture some very odd temperature fluctuations in the room. But the most chilling footage of all happens just after they walk out.
Both Jason and myself had to leave this room. Little did we know we were about to capture something unbelievable.
Did you see it? Again, I'll enhance the video.
Oh, goodness.
Take another look.
Alright, I get that. That's scary.
Some creepy figure seems to just be standing idly in the corner with its head down. When they leave the room, it seems
Don't
to
trust
raise
the
its
naked
head
lady coming out the
and
bathroom.
disappear into the bathroom.
Oh, wait,
so
wrong
did the
hotel.
Haunted Side catch a ghostly
It's The
apparition in
Shining.
2 separate rooms at the St. Charles Hotel? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. You can watch the Haunted Side's complete uncut investigation over on their YouTube channel, Catalina. So everyone has heard of the Bloody Mary party game and the Charlie Charlie challenge. But this next video features an odd supernatural game that I've never heard of before. 2 girls are gathered in front of a creepy doll. Each time they recite a line, they light a candle at the doll's feet. And it didn't go well.
Una mate, ¿verdad? Dice que da miedo. Nada, son macanas. Apura, mira, ya estoy grabando. Mi abuelita dice, harto miedo le tienen, apaga la luz. Mi hermano ha visto un ritual con sus amigos. Dice que
Yo, alright, guys. The super chat milestone. We have 8 more super chats until we're playing The Joy of Creation, aka Jesus Takes Jesus take the wheel, pretty much. But so the easiest way to super chat your boy is through the link up in the pinned comment section. Yeah, I'm saying leads directly to my tip jar. Make sure to say in the tip jar, BHD, check your tip jar. Yeah, I'm saying appreciate you guys. Second best way to super chat your boy is the Cash App. Third best way, straight through the channel. Let's do this.
Catalina, Catalina, vuelve a la vida. Lo que el diablo te da, el diablo te quita. Catalina, Catalina, vuelve a la vida. Lo que el diablo te da, el diablo te quita. En nombre del demonio, manifiéstate hoy, aquí y en este día. En nombre del demonio, manifiéstate hoy, aquí y en este día. ¿Ves? Cállate, versosa. Espérate un rato.
Now, this video was sent in by a viewer who says she found it on a random Spanish language website. I searched for the source or even a mention of this Catalina ritual that the girls are doing, but nothing showed up. So I leave it to you to decide. Is this a haunted doll caught on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
This is exactly why we don't summon demon dolls. Why do they do that when they're gonna regret it?
Stairs
yeah, it is
to
pretty
nowhere.
silly.
Over on the YouTube channel Mindseed TV, Casey Nolan and fellow investigator Tanner McBride hear about a small abandoned town called Rodney, Mississippi. The ghost town is located deep in the countryside, and its decaying buildings are said to be intensely haunted. Well, it turns out that the reason the town was abandoned is because Rodney, Mississippi experiences frequent flooding.
We know Rodney's flooded different times of the year, and we knew it was very possible that it could be flooded during our trip.
But we had no idea that we would be stopped by water almost a mile away from the actual town of Rodney.
So this is really the direction that we gotta go right now?
It says it's like a mile and a half that way.
Even worse, when the floodwaters are high, alligators are known to hunt in the murky streams.
No, you don't want to get hunted.
If that wasn't bad enough, there are also deadly snakes hiding under the water's surface.
Yeah, I love my life too. Damn this.
Watch for snakes.
Yeah, they doing
The locals have been
way
telling
too
us
much.
that there are water moccasins and they are active.
Every fucking stick feels like an alligator to me, dude.
Yo, W's in the chat for Caden. He just sent 2 straight through the Cash App.
It got
W's in the chat to Caden. I missed this one, so technically got 7 more super chats until we reach the super chat milestone. Yo, shout outs to Caden.
a little bit deep at times. It was up to our waists.
Oh, it's getting deeper. I'm almost up to my waist right now. I'm almost up to my waist. That definitely looked like an eye. Behind those bushes. Yeah. And now it's gone. Like I got a reflection when I was looking over that way. And then it disappeared. Which freaks me the out because it makes me believe now that something went underwater. Doesn't mean it's like a big one or anything, but it definitely could be an alligator.
After tromping a mile and a half through the muddy floodwaters, the Mindseed TV guys finally reach the town. They investigate the allegedly very haunted Old Town Church.
And that's the building they're talking about.
Yo, W's in the chat, the Apex Prince.
All right.
He just sent 5 straight through the super chat.
We're gonna do this.
6 more super chats, and we playing scary games, yo.
While investigating the old church,
The
they
joy of
decide to start
creation,
reading
W's in the
prayers
chat,
to
the
try to
Apex
provoke a
Prince.
reaction from any spirits that might haunt the building. And it seems
Yeah,
to
man,
work.
got the hot Cheetos, Jolly
God
Ranchers.
made
I'm all
2 great
good.
lights, the
Yo, you
larger
got to
one
get the
to govern
Sprite.
the day and
You
the
got to
smaller
put the
one
Jolly
to govern
Ranchers
the
into
night.
Sprite.
Hey, did you hear something? Like downstairs? The larger one to govern the day and the smaller one to govern the night.
We were hearing like a bunch of
Yo,
scratching
6
and
more
a
super
couple
chats.
of thud noises.
I've been hearing stuff the whole time.
You heard like thump, right?
Yeah, the whole time I've heard 2. At least maybe 3.
There's a lot of noise going on. It sounds like scratching though, right? Like scratching noises on the wall. Don't move for a second.
Yeah, 6 more super chats. Yeah.
Roof.
I'm hoping I ain't got the number wrong.
That sounded big. That wasn't like a squirrel.
Yeah, and the Sprite.
Yeah, but
2. And the alcohol. Most definitely RDE
And it
King.
just gets weirder. Later,
yeah.
as they are just about to leave the church.
I like your party vibes, bro. Yo, Lindsay Noel, thank you for the $1 super chat, yo. All right, y'all, 5 more super chats, and we in there. And I'm not gonna make the joke I was about to make.
This.
What the f was
That's
that?
not good.
That was big. That sounded like
W's
something
chapter
jumped
Alexis
right there,
Noel. Lindsay Noel.
You think that's an animal?
That's what's up. Nah, I don't drink RDE King.
Oh, what the f?
Oh God, he's coming down the stairs. Shit. Retreat. Run, white people.
What the f, bro?
Run for your lives, white people. W for all the donos. Thank you, Reggie Side.
Heat in my chest, like dead center of my chest, dude.
It sounds like the heavy footsteps of someone or something charging down the stairs at them.
Charging hard as
There's no
shit.
one there.
It sounded like someone came charging down the stairs at us. The footsteps sounded loud, aggressive, and once it reached the bottom of the steps, I felt a breeze blow past me, and Tanner said he felt heat inside of his chest.
They check out the rest of the abandoned ghost town
He almost got kicked
and then
inside
decide
his
to call it
chest.
a night, trekking back through the creepy swamp. So did the Mindseed TV guys catch real paranormal proof on camera? You decide. You can check out the Mindseed TV YouTube channel for this full, unfiltered investigation. Supernatural interference. This next creepy video comes from Monterrey, Mexico. According to the story, a woman was hit by a car on this street and lost her life. It is said that the woman passed away just as the ambulance arrived to pick her up.
Damn.
A roadside stone and cross
Probably still charge her $1,000.
now mark the spot of the tragic event. But here's where things get very strange. Local residents soon began to realize that every time they passed by this grim roadside marker while listening to radio station 690 AM, their car stereo reception was interrupted. Interrupted by the absolutely unexplainable sound of an ambulance siren.
Bueno, aquí estamos, buenas noches. Ya es mi última noche en Monterrey, ya mañana, buenos días, perdón. Son casi las 3 de la mañana.
Buenas noches, raza. Estamos en una calle, donde se supone una persona falleció. Se dice que cuando llegas para allá, donde está la cruz, más o menos por donde va la camioneta aquella, se distorsiona este pedo y empieza a sonar una ambulancia. No se sabe si es verdad, pero bueno, se dice. Vamos a pasar por ahí, pues, a ver qué pedo.
Ahí tenemos ya la estación. La misma. 690. La misma. Y aquí vamos. Ya vemos la cruz ahí. No mames, güey. No mames, güey.
Ahí está la cruz.
No mames, güey, no mames.
Ahí se ve la cruz en la orilla que
No mames, güey, se siente bien ojete, güey.
No te pases.
Ahí vamos. Por allá está la cruz. Dale lento, más lento. ¡A la madre! Ahí está la cruz. Dale.
Y ahí vamos otra vez. Ya está. No mames.
Now, if only 2 drivers had posted this experience, I would be inclined to just dismiss it as a hoax. But multiple drivers have had this same chilling experience while driving down this road. And the creepy interference only occurs near this one particular spot.
Hey, my night's going good. Blue Wolf.
Pueden ocultarse. Esto es una realidad absoluta. El mundo ahora está controlado. Dimensión deportiva. Un enfoque diferente del deporte. Con Roberto Hernández Contreras, Víctor Manuel Hernández y Roberto Hernández Barocio.
Claro, 31 años. Antes ha estado en otros equipos, pero ya tiene 31 años, ¿eh? No, pues sí, ya me ganaste. Me dieron de ti de la bueno,
Bro, that's scary as hell, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. That shit mad scary, yo.
And there are many more clips like these online. So just what is causing this bizarre interference? Is it something truly supernatural tied to the death on the road? Let me know what you think. Kids say the scariest things. Some people believe that very young children can see things, particularly supernatural things that adults just aren't aware of. Judging by the
Extremely
clips
ominous.
I'm about to show you.
All right, you guys, we got 5 more super chats till we reach the super chat milestone. You know what I'm saying? We will be playing The Joy of Creation once we reach the super chat milestone, aka May God Have Mercy on My Soul, because that game scares the soul directly out of me.
Let's just hope that that's not true. In this
We
classic
got
YouTube
5
video
more
that was
super chats to go,
originally
yo.
filmed in 1990, YouTube user DogZapper50 is filming his 2-year-old daughter Blair as she sits with the family. Things suddenly take a very strange turn.
Yeah. Where's your elbow? Look here. That's your elbow.
Elbow? This is my elbow.
Where is...
Where's the ghost?
Ghost? He's gone.
Daddy, kill him?
Yeah.
As you can see in the video, the family is laughing, but little Blair seems to be taking the situation very seriously. She seems to really believe that she just saw a ghost. And it's even odder that she somehow comes up with this line.
Daddy, kill him?
Yeah.
TikTok user Ashley Rayfield is sitting in the car outside her house when her son Elijah suddenly tells her something that, well, is just totally chilling.
Down the tree.
Honey,
Just odder that she somehow comes up with.
Yo, RDE King, I love the Nokia brick quality, bro. I only put on the Nokia brick quality because you're in here, RDE King. Yeah, I'm saying we'll wind this back, man. I like this.
Situation very seriously. She seems to really believe that she just saw a ghost.
Only for you,
and
RDE
it's even
King.
odder that she somehow comes up with this line.
Daddy, kill him?
Yeah.
TikTok user Ashley Rayfield is sitting in the car outside her house when her son Elijah suddenly tells her something that,
Yo, Kate, when you were younger, you
is
used to talk to the wall and scare your
totally
sister?
Chilling.
That's cool.
Down the tree.
Honey, there's nobody in the tree.
Dear.
Blair done seen some shit. I believe it.
Are you sure? I don't see anybody, honey.
I see a girl.
You see a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, is she okay?
Yeah.
What's she doing?
On the tummy. It's Dad.
Uh-oh.
It's Dad.
Honey, I don't think there's a dead girl in the tree, baby. There's nothing in the tree.
Dad, look, see? I see it. Dad.
What? The tree is dead?
No, a girl's dead.
Why do you think there's a girl dead?
Up here.
Up there? But why? I don't get it.
This baby done seen some shit. Hear that?
So we're sitting here in front of this tree, and all of a sudden Elijah tells me that there's a girl that died. And I said, no, honey, there's no girl dead. He goes, yeah, she's stuck in the tree. Like, there's nothing in
What,
this
did she try to
tree.
fly?
YouTuber Biffy usually only posts gaming videos, but when he caught this chilling footage of his daughter seemingly interacting with something, he had to post it.
I remember the game was on the old phone, RDE King. What would you do if you had a kid, RDE King, and your kid looked at a tree and was like, oh, there's a dead girl in the tree. I might give the kid the CPS. Young child support, make one easy enough. This doesn't count. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to comment, like, and or subscribe. It's your boy Blasphemous HD. Twisms. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I already did the intro. Screw it.
Oh, did you get a picture right? Like, she's going faster than I am.
Oh.
Oh my God.
That
Are
sucks.
you okay? Oh my God.
Right in their own mouth. Oh. Oh, I thought that would have been way worse. That could have been way worse. I give my baby to someone else. Understandable. Oh no. Oh. Bro, snowmobile trail on trails is fire. Most definitely. Oh. Birds. Birds ain't playing?
He hit my leg!
Ooh. Ooh. Yo. Oop, damn, they drank way too much. Happens to the best of us, RDE. Yo, give the baby to someone else. Yo, that seagull got indirect kiss from that girl. Hey, yo, RDE, man, what you get into today, bro? Hope you guys all had a good day today, bros. Ooh, I might jump off the stream in a little bit, y'all. Uh-oh. Oh. Titties. Oh.
Yeah, you did
Ooh.
it!
Oh, 5:04 a.m. That's a good time.
Video.
Oh.
Whoa. Ready? Oops. Can't get it up there. Okay, ready?
Pull your pants up. No, not on there.
There goes Trisha!
Dad!
Oh.
He's gonna fake.
Yeah, once you trip. Hey, that's what's up, Devontae Edwards just eating some cereal.
Kisses. Here they come. Mm. Mm.
3, 2, 1.
Oh. Damn.
There's no way.
That's a
Oh my
shower.
God, there's no way.
Who's there to go?
Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh.
Guess sushi's here. Give her their order! Where are you standing?
That's bad.
You can't lean forward.
Her own unicorn turned on her. Hmm?
Our neighbors can't get into our garage without it.
Oh. Ooh.
That desk is dead once you lay on it.
Yo, I like that you work out for 2 hours in the gym, then rest up so you can get back to it in a bit. Yeah. That's what's up. Oh. Boo.
Babe, make sure you don't fall.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, that dude was ruthless.
Oh, he broke it!
Oh. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to freaking, you know what I mean, catch some Z's, you know what I mean, rest up and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Had a great stream. It was a bit of a short one today. Only came through and kicked it for about a good, hour or so. Yo. Yo, you say Tasuki fan. Hey, what's up, Tasuki fan on hey, what's up, Ashley Jade? Yeah, Tasuki fan. Yeah, I hope you didn't block me on you. I did not block you on YouTube. What in God's name happened? Because I don't know what I did wrong. If I did, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, so on Twitch, Tasuki fan, I don't know what you did. I don't know.